ya. Can't afford a thing on TV. Deep in my heart I adore ya. Can't get food for the kid. Good God, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh Lord, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Who is to blame in what country? Never can get to the one. Dealing in multiplication, and they still can't feed everyone. Oh no, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh no, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Out in the street, out in the street, out in the playground, in the dark side of town. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Hey, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Oh yeah, rock it in the daytime, Electric Avenue. Rock it in the night, take it higher. Electric Avenue. Rock it in the yard, Electric Avenue.
Alright, y'all, I'm obviously here for a minute. Or 3 or 6 or 24, I don't know. Probably not that long. Though. I need y'all to hear this. If I have to hear a part of it, just gonna let y'all have a listen as well. It's fucking fantastic. Listen. It turns out oh my god. I've been caught. I've been caught. I've been caught by the artificial intelligence agency of the tragedy people. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Waiting on a knock any minute now. Doors busting in. That fucking FBI agent man and the aliens come through the goddamn ceiling and the air conditioning and the skylights in my goddamn garden tub back here. Any minute now. Fucking terrified. You have to pardon me. I finally got to where I could eat an abundance of ice cannon. I'm so happy and tickled. And, yeah. So I'm feeling a wee bit better today. Now, once again, I was going to come on about something else. Got a wee bit distracted. Because this is just too funny. Right? This is fucking fabulously hilarious. I mean, I guess unless you're a dumbass, tech illiterate, fucking gullible asshole, being taken advantage of by fucking tech and how these tragedy pimps operate and demographics and stats and knowing their audience and all that. And everybody's like, oh my god, Elon and AI praise you, but Zuckerberg and AI, fuck you. You know, just depends on which side, you know. Now, let me show you where this truly begins. It begins with me. Right? What does it in the universe? Like, totally. Oh my god. No, I'm joking. Anyway. Like, it's all about me. Anyway, so. Oh god. I forgot. Oh, I was looking for me. I'm sorry. Whatever. Anyway. Like, how do I do that again? I don't do that often enough, I don't guess. Alright, so. This is my assumption. Alright? My assumption. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Don't do that. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, there it is. Maybe. Nope. I ain't. Mm-mm. No. Nope. God, was that before Bennett Peaches cook-off? Peanut butter and jelly? Good lord. I just remember posting this. Where the fuck is it at? Swift Park. Megatron. Now that. The Megatron stuff, it makes me laugh. Oh, there it is. I went back way too far. So 3 days ago, I shared a 60 Minutes post on the dark sides of artificial intelligence. Right? Y'all should watch that. It's actually. Anyway. And Lord, it ain't all the dark sides. But that's one of several of the many things, right? Anyway. I'm not a big fan of AI. I think it should have never been any. I'm still like, I want it jerked out of everything. Uh, it's terrible for humanity, for the internet. The only people it's good for are the rich, powerful, greedy, hungry governments, etc. Propaganda, bullshit, horseshit. It's only going to be used for evil by the time it's done. Much like everything that, whatever. And it's taken away art from humans and, you know, all that. I don't fucking like it. Okay. It's also, I know my cousin had a, imagine using that. If y'all feel like reporting that account for sexual harassment, to be great. Alright. Anyway. So, because we don't do that here, and, you know, even if they switch up names, it's harder to go around doing it with, you know, history on it. It's fun. Anyway. Imagine how many of these they have ensconced inside of my subs. And who has the passwords and all the little accounts and all that shit. I did it to 3 months is what it's at right now. Same shit, different day. I know, right? So anyway. I know that my extraordinarily brilliant cousin and myself had a mini conversation about AI and its use and, you know, its downfall and how it's technically designed at this point. It will inevitably kill off itself, right? I can only hope, but I'd say by that point they'll Y2K that bitch. It's unfortunate, really. So, anyway, I don't like it. Not a fan. I hate it. Um, oh, give me a second. Alright. I'm just putting a tracker on the account. That's all. See when it vanishes, when it changes names, that type of thing, blah, blah. No, July 23rd, 24th. That's nice. Use of Harry Potter. That's wonderful. Go you. Alright. So, anyway. Yeah. Alright. So, I post that about 3 days ago now. Oh, this gave some of these dumbasses around here without any brain cells of their own or those with too many burnout ones an idea. I did. Right? To be fuck face over there. Right? With other nutters they built up and all this bullshit, Sharon, Ziggy, and a couple others did. Um Had almost as bad of a haircut for a while as fucking Fred did. It's fucking horrifying. Must be a thing with their types. Anyway, um, there was some debate because him and Lean On were hanging out at one point. And there was a debate whether he was actually green eyes or not at one point as well. One of them. Anyway, etc. Right. This jackass has a tendency, especially by Ziggy, since you can't get anybody else to really do the dirty work these days, as the months have wound down, killers who show often cite him more being like, oh my god, he's got a video out on JSP. Rinse, repeat, right? Oh my gosh, it ain't Ziggy, it's Killer, look. Oh. You know, just like the Jeep and I was fucking on when she had him do that too, and it looks like, see, if you're like, oh, they're doing the harassment bullying. No, it's the other creator. I was just highlighting their piece, but they're actually all in it together. They do the thing together. And then it gets views for all of them. It's this circle jerk thing they do. And it makes it harder to prove the harassment organization, they think. But it actually, after years of it. So anyway. Alright. So Killer got him an idea. So, well, I don't think it was his idea either. I honestly think it was Janky on the porch over there, who was also a jerk off of the Killer righty there. Because the language used, you know what, dearly beloved, we all gather here to listen to this bullshit, and then we'll get back to it. Alright? It's fucking fantastic. And then we're gonna get to fucking reality. Y'all just too goddamn much. And look, y'all interrupted. I was watching a documentary on how China is now trying to connect this lake to the ocean or the Panama Canal and taking over the shipping line. I was doing things, all right, but I was made aware of this, and I thought, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, of course, you want to show off her goods. They're broke ass goods that ain't making it to places in one piece. Oh my god. And then, the first real content she's suddenly aware of. She's been so checked out. But, wee! Is Jody Sue. No shit. Oh shit. What the fuck happened to her retiring like 4 days ago again? Bitch, why is you online? Why is you online? Hey, Di. You seen her this shit? I heard all of it. But I chuckled greatly within a few sentences. Like, oh, oh, oh. Right? And it's like, goddamn, Ziggy and Killer and all, and Janky on the porch, a few others, right? The Magical Writing Group. They after their fuck shit, a well-organized group to torment, terrorize, harass, etc., libel, slander, do all the fuck shit, and they're hoping a whole bunch of ladies who meet certain demographics and criteria are gullible assholes and will buy it and believe it, and blah, blah, blah. Right? Now, I just had to know. I touched the button. I did. So anyway. Alright. I just... It's wonderful. It's a wonderful work of non-art, non-working brain fiction by criminals criminaling for profit to torment, terrorize, destroy. I mean, like, except it's not. It's basic bitch shit. And, ladies, I'm confident y'all out there that you have more brain cells and more brain power than Ziggy or Killer combined, or even AI. And Lord God, I know that most of y'all have noticed that the thing's dumb as fuck anyway. A few weeks back, and I have screenshots of this because I chuckled mightily again. Look it out now when you Google something, right? It gives you the AI overview, whatever the fuck. First thing it pulls up. Man, I just go right past that shit. Down like the bottom of the page. Might as well. That shit is ignorant as fuck. Has been, it's been ignorant, it's continued to be ignorant, it's doing all the ignorant shit. I mean, it's learning, but it's ignorant as fuck. I was looking for some more stuff. It gave me the wrong image. I was looking for a pretty famous war hero at the time. And instead it gave me, his name was Hernandez or something. But you remember he was an NFL player and he joined the military when 9/11 happened and then he died. I think he was awarded the Purple Heart. Anyway, it gave me his image instead. And it was an entirely different one. I was like, oh my god. I was like, this thing is stupid as fuck. So anyway, and like, I forget what it is. Like, it's every day. Every time I Google something, it'll give me some, and I'm like, what the fuck did it just say to me? That isn't right. Y'all gotta watch that AI shit. That AI overview is pulling for. Oh my god, that thing's ignorant as fuck. You might as well just bypass. Go on down to about the 15th option. That's where the truth and the real shit resides still. Alright. Anybody dumb enough to be going by what AI is saying is it's the first pop-up thing? Oh, don't do it. It's still dumber than box fucking rocks, alright? Anyway. It's good at getting up to no good, though. I'll imagine that. It's being geared towards evil. No shit. And fun fact for all you who care about women and children and crimes and don't want certain offenders out here to do them whatever. Alright? They're having a problem. And what you're gonna have is the AI, much like these idiots are there. You notice all their videos, they're talented musically and artistically. No, they ain't. Alright, what's happening is I'm sure some of y'all read articles and things on it where Um, revenge porn is just being made. It looks very fucking real. Also, an astronomical amount of CP is being made with it, and they're having problems prosecuting that or taking it offline, or even holding the people in possession of it accountable or transferring of. Um, Even though some of it may be based off of real children's images. Okay, they can take a picture of your fucking kid off your Facebook and then make it look like that child or you or anyone else is involved in sexual activity. Okay? And there have been a few cases that had to be dropped. And these fucking assholes in the world, these monsters, are still in possession of these things, able to make it, distribute it, possess it, and ain't a goddamn thing that can be done about it. Some are being prosecuted for making it look like their exes or whoever it was. Y'all should be worried, because that's the type of evil man and humans always get up to with things that should be good but aren't. This is bad. Alright? So we're going to run into a whole host of those things, and already are. And there's not much to curb it. Um, just, but whatever, y'all, right? Yeah, that's good. Anyway, so 3 days ago, I shared that 60 minutes piece. Okay. Somebody got them an idea. Maybe a group of special people over there got themselves a fucking idea. Hopefully without the help of AI. It's probably the module takers. Alright. So then yesterday, and I'm only assuming just because of dating, it looks like a day and a half ago now. Alright. That certain douche canoe look bag carried out the mission.
Closely leading up to summer's. How their logo, I
And
right about the intro.
Ziggy says after about 2 days or so being gone, she's more out of the loop now than she's ever been. What's going on? Oh my gosh, guys. But here's a checkerboard. This shit, her junk shit got broken in the mail to someone. Oh my gosh, they're gonna be texting. Oh, oh, oh. But when she really comes on the screen after getting her Diet Pepsi, whatever, look at my checkerboard. No, she calls it a checkers board. And I don't even know. I don't care. I'd love to see it turn sideways and firmly up her ass, quite frankly. Um, so, and I don't mean that like I'd actually like to visibly watch that, God help us all, but I mean like, sit and spin, bitch. So anyway, it's an old Ozark saying, no, seriously. Alright, uh, it's an old Ozark, like, seriously. I don't know, them Ozarks are weird, man. They disguise threats to bodily penetrate and rape people and try to mind fuck people into thinking it's an old Ozark saying that Ozarkians are weird. Anyway, but here, shoving something right, it just means, Appalachian for go sit and spin. Alright.
I forgot about that.
So suddenly, well, after showing checkerboard and losing her shit for 20 some minutes about her products being broken again in the mail to someone. Oh my gosh, no, didn't. Man, that happened all the time back in the day. I can't even believe some of y'all be giving this bitch your address or anything these days. Y'all should know better by now. Good God, stop it. So anyway, alright. After the show and tell of the kindergarten Cheerio craft variety, alright, we get down to the good shit. She's been out of the loop. It's been 2 days. She's never been so out of the loop. I guess not even the last time she retired for months, and then come back. 2 days ago, she wants you to believe that she's never been so. What's going on? Oh, and here comes a chair. Killer's got a video up on JSP. Well, Ziggy can go, I'm not involved in this. I'm just watching Killers. It wasn't me targeting JSP. It's this circle jerk of well organized, whatever. Anyway. Alright. Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure who would file. I don't know how to do that. I've never ever filed a U.S. or a claim, but I've known lots of people, or not lots, but I've known some people who have, because back when I would resell.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we know you're perfectly aware of insurance in the mail, Zig. I'm sorry people have forgotten her in here, though. Because they're going to buy this bullshit. Anyway.
I mean, it seemed like there was some people who did all the time, and you kind of wondered about it, you know what I mean? So it must be not that hard to get. I've never filed. Like I said, I've never really had any. It would always be such a small amount. Like anytime I did have something like that, luckily I just would either, just refund it or send them something else.
I wonder what she's going to do, much like an abundance of people I know that have suddenly been hit with an astronomical increase in the price of their goods coming over from other companies for their crafting businesses from overseas. I guess the price of goods, our checkers boards, are going to go up to like $350 for that resin she's getting off Team. Y'all going to pay that?
Most people are too lazy to do this, but it's...
I really heard this bitch in this piece say my creations. But you are using a mold and not one idea of your own or doing anything other than pouring shit into a mold. You're using a mold created by others, carved out, made, mass manufactured from that point forward. Look, girl, pro tip, you can make your own molds. I've done it. Yep. I've done it. I made the form, then made the molds. So then I can mass do them. Fuck it. I ain't telling her how to do it either. I ain't giving them tips. It's fine. Alright. Carry on.
Saves homeowners a fortune.
Just saying, if it's your creation, you'd be making the molds and all. You see how that works. Like, I sculpt my own shit, and then I make my own mold out of it. That's a creation. My other friends, they do. You're buying other people's creations, their molds, and then pouring shit into it and selling it. That ain't your creation. That ain't even your art. You and Killer got some shit in common today, huh, girl? Look. Alright. Here we go.
Yeah, here's the checkerboard, and the pieces for it are in here. But yeah, I guess
this is that Dolly Vision brand of crafting creation, right? Everyone did that shit with the soap. Turns out it wasn't even his gut, so he was buying bars on other people, and then it turns out he was doing all that. You remember that? And then he tried to save his face by then melting all the bars together and then pouring it. You remember that shit, though? And it had a pedo doing it too with that. Incestuous one. Helping him, and everybody's like, yeah, let's give Dolly Vision the address. Y'all wild be giving Dolly and Ziggy addresses. Alright, and even after being known now that Ziggy sells off your info and your addresses and shit in the background to other creators, and I don't know what purposes, Ain't no good, though. But that's been outed and known. Y'all are idiots. Carrying on.
So I'm just gonna have to make sure I package even extra well. Like I thought, like, and it didn't even go far either. That's the other disheartening thing. Yeah, I just put black on it. See how the back is. Like it's just I did it in layers.
Okay. I'm gonna have to fast
It
forward
could
this. This
probably
is
be best from the
agony.
mica powder. We kind of leave those like streaks in it. But some of them anyway. So and checkers don't even have to be a certain like color. It could be any two colors really. Any three colors, a different color for the edge. I thought even making them like
They don't have to be any. Like they can be any two colors. No shit. Shit. Oh my god. What would the world be without the intelligence?
team colors and maybe somebody's favorite team on the edge or somehow their logo. I don't know. I'm just thinking ideas.
You're just thinking.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead?
It made it look like a geode.
You mean brainstorming? Thinking of ideas? You're coming up with ideas. Not thinking ideas.
It's quite glittery. I wonder why in some places like right here, like there's no glitter. Anyways, it's not that noticeable, but thank you, Rosemary. Thanks, Suzanne. Thank you guys. Yeah, but I was just thinking how cool this would be something like I would give as a gift to my dad or something because we used to play checkers when I was younger and for Christmas I made him that chessboard and now I was thinking, man, this would be good. I mean it seems like this would be a nice Christmas gift for especially if you make it yourself for somebody or you have it custom made. So what else has been going on? I've been so like out of the loop. I don't know if I've ever been this out of the loop since I've started doing YouTube.
She's been gone for 2.5 days, y'all. Maybe 3. She's never been this out of the loop on YouTube. Last time she was gone for a couple months getting her shit together, remember? She came back on a whole lot skinnier, couldn't manage all that. That was when she full out come back and Dolly helped her, as a matter of fact, and then Blue Solo come and play, and she just straight out tried to be like one of the last motherfuckers trying to get me murdered. It's just whatever. She come out of retirement for that. But yeah, even then, she was not out of the loop. Like, past 2 days though, man. Woo! Okay. Sure.
Should I paint in between the squares? For I was saying I should probably just keep it how it is. And I'm thinking I should too. I thought about like I don't know what color I put in between, but I thought about it. Now, see, that's part of the reason why I was thinking about doing a white background because that's what's showing through, and the cracks is black because that's what I use as a back on the back. This part. So had I used white, it would probably appear white through the.
So, remember the call out. Oh, I've never been so loop. What's going on, guys? What's been going on? I've been out of loop. I've never been this out of loop.
Edges and stuff, and it would have looked a lot different, probably. I'm guessing. It's hard to say because it's my first time here doing this. You guys have favorite? Oh, I know, mentioned it, but if you like, I mean, if you're not a big business or whatever, but yeah, people make that kind of stuff all the time, like they make it all like, they make cute little things that support the team. But yeah, I know, like if I were to do it on a big scale, yeah, they would probably not, they would notice it. And even on a small scale, sometimes they do like I've had a couple times, like went back and reselling, where I would purchase a product, and it would have different brands in it and stuff. Some brands will make you show proof that you purchased it and all that. Well, you're purchasing it from, it's not always easy to show where you freaking got it.
The dumpster at the back of Ulta. She couldn't show where she got things from. Anyway, it's fine.
Thanks, Mama T.
I believe y'all, if you've been here long enough around years, you remember all that fucking fiasco around her reselling and the cat fur boots and all that bullshit too, and her expired makeup fuckery in the dumpster. Y'all remember, right? I think that was around the era of the mutual scam Colin pulled on all y'all with the electric bill shit. With one of those 40 ounce raincoat critters that runs around doing that. Anyway, carrying on.
Right, I think kind of if I colored in between it might be too much, so. Kind of wondering now if the lady that got, if the lady got her keychain okay.
Ooh, keychain. Who are you, Skilo? Pretend they put out 3,000 flyers and you only made like little keychains for all the YouTube fist bumping meet and greets. Never mind, fuck it.
What's the drama? Anything?
What's the drama? Anything?
I saw Killer Looks put out something about BBC. What's that all about?
And then she goes, I saw Killer Looks put a video out about Jody Sue. What's that all about? Bitch, you been out the loop. Way out the loop. What's that about? I don't know. What's it always about? But you weren't on here. You're way out of the loop. You know, what the hell? It makes perfect sense to me. Alright, now I'm gonna go back to a different speed. Because I can. Oh my god. The music. It's so telling. So powerful. Grabs you right by the everything. You just, oh, it must be an important piece. It's a form of manipulation. Alright, carry on.
She's distracting and covering for somebody that's not Andy.
Where the fuck did those words come from? This guy? She's distracting and what'd you say? Covering somebody that's not Andy. Make sure you get that out. Not Andy. Lord, the team would hate it if it was that. The team of his broke dick fucking ballers hate it. Right?
He asked, "What is your full?" He asked.
Sue Brown's involvement in the Summer Wells case has been deeply problematic due to her constant contradiction.
So okay. This is something. It looks like Killer Looks put into AI. He put together a bunch of clips or something. He said, "What is your?" He asked AI, "What is your full conclusion and breakdown and opinion of Jody Sue in relation to the Summer Wells case and her being a neighbor?"
Yeah, it's not supposed to be opinion based. Fuck up number one. Cannot be. Fine, let's carry on.
Says Killer Looks took thousands of hours of Jody Sue's transcripts and uploaded it into AI. The killer
Thousands of hours of my transcripts into AI. Transcripts from my life. Okay, and he uploaded them, which would have taken him forever. Alright.
asked the following question. What is your full conclusion and breakdown and opinion of Jody Sue in relation to the Summer Wells case and her being a neighbor? And so this is the response he got.
Jody Sue Brown's
What's your breakdown of being of Jody Sue being the neighbor, Summer Wells case, etc.? That wording is important.
involvement in the Summer Wells case has been deeply problematic due to her constant contradictions, shifting narratives, and self-victimization. As a neighbour to the Wells family on Ben Hill Road, she has positioned herself as an eyewitness by making several key claims, including that she heard a scream on the day Summer disappeared, was aware of drug activity in the area, and had been watching the Wells property closely leading up to Summer's disappearance. However, her witness testimony is filled with inconsistencies. Law enforcement, including the...
Her witness testimony is full of whatever the fuck it is. Who has possession of that? Exactly. Think AI does? Killer? Ziggy? You think I've put it all here? To be put into a transcript and AI? Damn, that's a weird flaw. That's strange for AI to say. I mean, this doesn't sound like AI at all. I mean, yes, that is the voice of AI. Abso-fucking-lutely. However, this thing is saying and doing things it ought not be. And that it couldn't compile, pull, or come to the conclusion of based upon even if you had put in every transcript from every fucking live I'd ever done. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange?
FBI, TBI, and...
Problematic. She's positioned herself to be a witness. How would AI come to that conclusion? I'll wait. Crickets? Is that crickets? That's right. Huh. This is strange, fellas. I got to is strange. I guess the feds and Ellie and others have tapped into exactly where I place anyone or my children. Note the absence of that, by the way. And the AI here seems to think, according to Killer Looks and Ziggy, that I have positioned myself to be a witness. Now, I'd say my transcripts, I talk about this pretty often now, they out here in Tragedy Pen playing, wanting you to forget there were 3. And then there were witnesses to me being just a witness. They helped me search for Summer. So, Weird AI leaves all that out too, isn't it? But if it was compiling from my own transcripts, you'd think it wouldn't. Or even from WJHL or all the things known about JSPM. No, no, no. The plot thickens. I love this. This is fun. Let's do this some more, guys.
Sheriff's Department have dismissed her claim about hearing a scream, stating that they found no credibility in it.
They didn't say that, AI. They didn't say they didn't find credibility. They didn't say that they didn't. They didn't say it. They just said that, well, there's a couple different clips. It depends on the one they want to play for you. Lawson says unfounded. He says Lenore. He also says that a Dawn's dog trail, by the way. I don't care. And if this thing, you'd think, had been fed my transcripts, well, it would know that even I've said, hey, I take that in and out of the puzzles and fires myself. You'd think it would take into account the many thousands of times I've told you I'm not even listening to messes, all the things, all of this in the neighborhood and area, witnessed, heard, seen, etc. Not all of them could be a thing, right? None of them may be a thing, but I know for a fact that at least 6 of them for it. So there's that. I this AI is bungling like a motherfucker, but it ain't I. It ain't AI. Oh, it is, but it ain't. That's AI's voice. Something definitely got put into it. Boys and girls, buckle up. It looks like one of the writers. Oh, these many splendid writers. And I'd love to tell you this is Killer Looks' writing, but it's not. The motherfucker's illiterate as dog shit. He's dumber bag of fucking rocks. I mean, he just compares on writing and language usage too. When he's talking, look, you just can't. This is not him. Somebody, and I'm gonna guess who in the crew, because I've heard almost this exact shit fall out of all couple of them in the same hive's mouth. I mean, word for word. It almost sounds like this dumb somebody put in their video saying this, and then made AI read it out. Their actual transcript from their video. But hey, you get one of the other members to tippy tap it out and just have the AI voice read it out. Man, ain't that hard? It ain't. And or you take one of their videos and you just feed that sucker right on in. Like goddamn body into a wood chipper. Alright. I'm just saying, I have my guesses on who did this with the killer. Just saying. Language, it's a beast. So anyway. We're just gonna listen to the rest of this fuckery.
Despite this, she continues to insist that it was a crucial piece of evidence, even contradicting herself by saying she initially...
Have y'all ever heard me say that the scream was a crucial piece of evidence? Like, anybody ever heard me say or use those words? Apparently, whatever transcript of mine, they fed into AI. It heard it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that. Ever. I think I've said, you know what? Whatever.
dismissed it. Additionally, although she places herself near the crime scene and claims to have observed the Wells family, she fails to...
What do you mean I place myself near the crime scene? Dear AI, if you know something, say something. 1-800-TBI Finder, FBI.gov or something. What crime scene? I mean, I've heard Lawson say it's the scene up there, implying on 110. Man, I live next door. So if there's a crime scene and it's over on 110, I didn't place myself anywhere. I fucking live next door. It's not placing oneself anywhere. I lived over yonder and they lived over yonder. The fuck? Yeah, I'd be very opinionated for something that's not supposed to be, ain't it? Be wrong and shit.
Any useful information that could have helped solve the case. If she was truly closely leading up to Summer's
Now listen to this.
disappearance. However, her witness testimony is filled with inconsistencies. Law enforcement, including the FBI, TBI, and Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, have dismissed her claim about hearing a scream, stating that they found no credibility in it. Despite this, she continues to insist that it was a crucial piece of evidence.
Does this sound like this would be my generated from any of the transcripts from my channel? Anyway.
Even contradicting herself by saying she initially dismissed it. Additionally,
how is that contradicting myself? That initially we tried to dismiss the scream as something. We're like, no, it can't be. You know, your mind's working trying to figure out what it is. That's not contradicting. That's your mind trying to figure out a way to explain this fucking scream that you're like, ah, right? Trying to find a reason for it. Because nobody in God's green earth goes, shit, I think it could be like a neighbor or somebody having a kid kidnapped her. Who the hell knows what? Nobody on God's green earth thinks that, first off. You know? You're just like, what the fuck is this crazy noise? Like, you know? Try to dismiss it, try to find a reason for it. That's what all human brains do. That's not contradictory. What? Boy, it sounds like one of you fucking writers is an idiot.
although she places herself near the crime scene and claims to have observed the Wells family, she fails to provide any useful information that could have helped solve the case.
She fails to provide any information, useful information, that could have helped solve the case. God damn, that's a leap. Don't you think? She fails to provide, that's current tense. Fails and provide, those are current. Any information that could have helped solve the case. So there it goes, like, oh, the case is closed, or it's been solved, therefore, la la. This motherfucker talking like shit's closed, whatever, right? And then you'd have to be thinking, you know, goddamn good way, like, wait, hold up. Like, how do they know? How does the public know? What we have said, etc., given, la la la, done with law enforcement, feds, any of the other, like, bazillion agencies besides us, card team, they don't. So how do you know what, or from not just June 15th forward, but all these years, how do you know what we've given? How do you know what counts? Because even we don't necessarily know that. We know some, not all. But, yeah, see, so that wouldn't be shit coming out of my mouth. It wouldn't be shit generated by AI, because it's pure speculation. It's not something AI does. It's egregious is what the fuck this is. Di, does this make any good sense to you? And at the end of the day, I think that's up for law enforcement to determine. And we'll know one day, won't we? I know I wait on that day every day. Um, no. I think I actually go around on my channel telling you, like, usually at the end of it, not to even be sharing info as far as our dumbasses or any of this goes, like, because none of it can count. Shit could be not anything, all that. We aren't the info you seek either. It's weird what AI did over though. AI, wink, wink. Yeah,
If she was truly an observant and reliable witness, how did she fail to see or hear anything of actual importance?
if she was truly a reliable witness, how did she fail to see or observe anything of real importance? How in the fuck would AI come to that conclusion, you wonder? Once again, AI there would have to know what the feds and everybody else and everything had been input into it. No. Mm-mm. And then the case would have to have been gone through someone chart for any of this to be even there, right? Everything would be somewhere be found, justice served, etc. before any of this will ever be out in the open for anyone to know, even AI, even any of the little writers in the background, pumping shit through so Killer can do the thing and Ziggy can advertise for it and they can all suck dick for views, and a hit piece. And a narrative driven out on me again. And paving that shit right along, ain't they, like those 7 little dwarfs? Dear Hive, you're going to stop paying these motherfuckers for this job. Shit's about to get real. Alright, anyway.
Jodie Sue frequently alters her story depending on who she is speaking to and what narrative benefits her at the time.
Somebody talk about a narrative years long. You see, it's never been truly though. The only way they could ever make that happen was by repetitive propaganda, saying that that's what I was doing. Her story changes, depending on who's talking to her, narrative, or this, or that, and it's not true. It's not true. But the way they've accomplished making people think that I'm all over the place, different answers, different this, is by saying it. And with enough repetition, people believe it. With enough of their little helpers in chat saying, yeah, she lied about this, she did that, la la la. Enough comments popped on the screen, all the tricks of the trade, right? That's what happens. People start to believe that's the truth because it's repetition, repetition, repetition. Same way propaganda works in any realm ever. Okay? Simple as that. Talk about a narrative, though. Now, I don't recall being afraid. I don't recall coming there and Mad Monkeys, wait, no, haul off cart, didn't haul off car. Seen Dawn, no, didn't see Dawn. Seen Andy, no, I seen Andy and, no, wait, the truck, this, well, what, that truck, well, this, well, the H8, well, hold on, Rick said, well, no, Marlena said, well, no, nobody said, well, Dawn said, and the bazillion other lines that Fred tells in, real time you can catch him doing it. I don't remember being a monster with the, I don't even know how the fuck I was driving. No, it's a dream. I'm just trying to get out of the truth about how I really abused my old lady, my kid, and all this bullshit. I don't recall being monsters ass having Jenny and Adrian perpetuate the lie that phones were stolen, or texting of oneself in this era until Monster found it important. Uh, Finally, unlike, when he wanted them vanished for courts, he lied about that phone shit too. He made Jenny and Adrian and pump out the propaganda here as well about stolen phones, people speaking themselves out, none of that ever happened. He's been caught in all those lies, but he wanted courts and law enforcement to believe that shit. And he wanted you all to believe that shit. Jenny and Adrian wanted to help that along. That way nobody believed the messages or things that were coming in and pick, I don't know. And whatever. Until it behooved him. And then he was like, hey girl, you still got some of the messages. Can you help me? Because the world, there was this script. Well, the people I'm around that are actually my group of people, they've written the script, Blame Me or Fred Wales, and they've written this thing with Candace and Don Wales to make everybody else themselves look guilty. And shit's coming down the pipeline, and I'm having my face eat off. But me and my whore, well, we're doing fine. We're still money with kids. Hey girl, can you give me some of them good messages off them not stolen phones that are absolutely real, but I don't need loss in their professional, and I don't want, any consequences, no justice served for doing what I did to you and the kids for decades, or my parents, I don't need that. But can you help me, girl? Them real messages on them real phones. What's up, girl? Can you throw them out there? Can you hand me that GPS and talk? Can you help me? Right? Because poor little monster. Anyway, yeah, talking about some narratives, lies, and fuckery around here. Changing of this and changing of that. And blah, blah. No, I ain't wearing clothes. Yeah, it is our shirt. Yeah. Who be lying? Alright. So, no, I don't think so. Fuck all them. And they be giving away everything that they can think of or know. My ass has not done that in all these years online. Nope. Have not. Will not. At least as far as I'm aware of right now. It might happen eventually. So it depends. I get but yeah, no. No. But it's weird. Thing, it seems to be word for word in the narrative of the tragedy pimps. Not anything would actually come from a transcript. Strange, isn't it? Carry on.
She has contradicted herself in multiple key areas, such as the timeline of Summer's disappearance, her knowledge of drug activity.
I've contradicted myself multiple times, such as in the timeline of Summer's disappearance. Who the fuck ever gave y'all a timeline? I'll wait. I mean, the world can guesstimate one. Alright. Carrying on.
And her stance on her ex Andy.
And her stance on her ex Andy. Oh dear. Now listen to this shit. AI has some hot opinions on Andy.
In one instance, she stated that Summer vanished on June 14th, 2021, rather than the official disappearance date of June 15th, as confirmed by...
On one instance, I said Summer disappeared on June 14th instead of the 15th. Man, most of these, I heard fucking Prayer Garden. Now, I may have fucked up someone and said some shit like that, but duh. Like, you had to know it was tongue slip because we know when Summer vanished. And secondly, law enforcement, feds, etc. aren't going to release anything false about the day she disappeared as far as the actual day she disappeared. So, no. That doesn't sound like this is coming from a transcript for me, guys. I'm just telling you. Anyway, but yeah, I heard Prayer Garden. She couldn't even get her shit right away. Like 4 times. I got it recorded. Because we were like, oh my god. And by we, I mean a bunch of us on the ground here in the community. Prayer Garden couldn't remember. I think it's the same night she kept fucking up and forgetting that she was supposed to have a Sabbath, even though it's a lie. And kept having me reminded of that too. But she got Summer's everything wrong. But yeah, I seriously, what? These creators do it all the time. Like, this does not sound like it's input data thing based on my trend.
This raises serious concerns.
Oh, really?
This raises serious concerns. That sounds like something I would say. Sweet baby artificial Jesus.
Moonshine Girl.
Oh, there's Moonshine Girl Ken.
It's Restream. It's probably because of it might be set to yeah, Restream is great wonky, especially when I start it on my phone. So it probably is something because of that Moonshine. Huh.
About whether
So this is supposedly what AI said back, I guess. Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 118. Yeah, it's AI what it thought about Jody Sue, the neighbor of Summer Wells. So it's saying, okay.
whether she was intentionally trying to alter the timeline or if she is simply unreliable. Her statements regarding drug activity are even more alarming. She claimed that Andy was selling drugs to Candace Bly and that children were being sedated and abused as a result. Yet she...
It's wild though, right? As much as I've talked about everybody in the community is aware of drug use in the area, etc. Looks like Allie and them were definitely using and partaking with the Wells. They had apparently first-hand knowledge of all kinds of things over here, you'd think. Weird how none of these creators, none of AI puts that in, though I've spoken about it. Weird, isn't it? But yes, Monster and I are the only ones sus. We're the only ones who knew about it. Not Fred, who hung out up there and used with them for years, or dealt with them, or did runs with them. No. Not a Marlena, not a cop. Nobody. No, not a Crawford one. No. More like her. No. No. It's just Jody Sunni. Jody Sunni. Jody Sunni. Anybody getting it yet? And bro, I'll tell you, I was not aware of a great abundance of things till after. Alright? I've made that pretty clear too. Um, Looks like all them other motherfuckers hanging out, partying that were actually friends, right? With and hiding their shit, covering up shit throughout the years, and abuse of children, all this other shit. They were fully aware. But it's wild how this room does not give those people shit. In which the way that the scriptwriters intend for I and Andy to be given shit. And like they intended for Fred to give shit. Especially around that McDonough period. Dun, dun, dun. Right? And leading up to it. Now, what about Fred? Why is Fred not in this? I don't know, man. Weird. This doesn't sound like this.
later denied saying it or suggested her words were taken out of context. If she knew...
They were. If you compare what was said in chat versus my explanation, etc., when I was on my own live, yeah, and it was twisted by contract. We're not gonna go over this the billionth time. I'm sorry I used a big word that was not AI written for me. Bless you.
That children were being sedated. Why did she initially defend Candace and Dom?
Never said that I knew. AI's got some hot takes, don't it?
Wells. And if her accusations were false, why did she make them in the first place? Her stance on Andy is another area of concern. At times, she refers to him...
Why is AI suddenly an Andy propaganda pusher? Was there anything in the question I asked AI by Killer that had shit to do with Andy? Or DeviantArt? No. But suddenly AI is taking a stance AI is pro Andy. And then it spends the next like 5 minutes like going rah Andy and JSB's mean to him. Like, I'm not shitting you. Just like Ziggy had to put in her the first. This smells funny. This smells really funny. AI is all like, fuck her! Fuck her! She's mean to the monster. She's holding him accountable. La la. She's speaking about Evie. Fuck her! That's strange for artificial intelligence to do. Her stance on Andy is problematic too. Who the fuck asked it about my stance on Andy? Killer Looks his own query. Didn't even ask her about that. Who the fuck asked AI about my stance on Andy? Nobody. Even according to Killer Looks and shit. Nobody asked her that. So why is AI suddenly putting that in there and railing on it and picking a position? Which would imply feelings, which would imply it would. And it doesn't have that, bro dogs. And the wording here is very human. Problematic. This are the trigger words put in. You see, these are the words that lead you and feed you to narratives and bullshit. Gullibility and Kool-Aid drinking. I mean, seriously, look at AI pick up a stance on something it wasn't even asked about. AI suddenly has a hot take, and it's on Team Sportsland. And sucking Andy's bro dick too. This smells off. I'm sorry, it does. Woo! Looks like Ziggy and Killer and a few others in the background just took all you motherfuckers for a ride. At least almost 2K of you on Zigs. I think 500 on Killers, and Lord knows I want to. It looks like y'all just got taken for a cash driven by my fucking Cheerio and glue cash right near dropping bullshit for paving way for shit to come. Oh boy, y'all gonna have to get better at this. You're dumber than AI, and you make AI look even dumber than it is. I can't figure out which is dumber today. I know you're banking, literally, on many people being dumber than fuck, but I'm gonna bet most of these subs and viewers are not dumber than bags of shit like you sons of bitches over here trying to con them and make them drink Kool-Aid. I'll play you a game of checkers over it. And play some chess. Deer pigeons on the board. Carrying on, let's listen to this hot shit. Let's listen to AI do something it's not capable of doing, nor was it asked to do, nor was it in the query. Just magically comes up with it, though.
This behaviour raises questions about whether she is truly concerned about Summer's case, or if she is simply using it to manipulate public perception and further her personal grievances against her ex.
Notice AI is suddenly using emphasis on certain words, like it's been told to do that. And certain trigger words been told it, like, It's weird. And it's saying what's problematic. That's a statement of fact, etc. It can't do it based on what AI is not capable of doing what this is supposedly doing on its own if it compiles and pulls data from online or from input. It's not geared to do this. Okay? Jesus Christ.
Jodie Sue's behaviour suggests that she may not be interested in solving Summer's case as much.
What do you mean, my behavior? You input transcripts. How would AI base anything upon my behavior? That would imply witnessing, seeing, viewing, not transcripts input into or even on. Behavior means you study once. Does this sound like anything compiled from my own transcripts? Because what you should find with true AI are drops of meaning, right? You'll find words I use often, frequently, things that you'll pick up on that will be similar in. Whose shit did you all put into the... What did you type out and then make AI read? What did you do? Yeah, transcript? You mean one of y'all wrote some shit or input a certain creator's video or two that I could think of, made AI speak it. And then you and Ziggy and everybody else put it out. Ziggy put yours out. And that, oh no, it's Killer doing it. Again, how many times have we seen Ziggy point to Killer in the past few months to do the dirty work? It's like a certain janky over is trying to get Queen and him to do too based on false bullshit narratives. And dear Queen, if you're out there listening, that bitch be lying again. She's making up false shit again. It never happened again. My usage of the word hive has nothing to do with you. And the spiderweb shit was made up by them, by the way. Not me. That was also another thing they did around here. And her trying to make people believe, supposedly, allegedly, over that I'm talking shit about the hive of queens. Talk about some propaganda pushing around here lately. Also, I heard tell it said that I was talking about its lip or a scar. No, that's propaganda. It knew clear well I was talking about Lockdown's lip the other night, but way to go to make it about you. Attention seeking whore. You want to be. And to push out that false narrative and to help justify what you were doing too. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Trying to make it look to others like I'd done something to you. After you spent years fucking with me, bitch. Don't even. I never looked at you hard enough to see if you got a scar on your lip. In my humble opinion, you should have more than a few. I would assume someone like you'd had that mouth mashed in a few times in your lifetime if you had. Anyway, Joy's hiding behind a keyboard though, right? Anyway, so the thing is, like, yeah, there's a whole lot of propaganda shaking, Some Jerry Lee Lewis in the barn, whose barn bullshit going on right here. And I can show you all the barns, but then I'd have to kill you. It was a joke. Clip it up. Anyway, carry on.
She is in controlling the narrative around.
Yeah.
And I love that. I just love, for years, that's all I've heard. She's controlling the narrative around Summer. The fuck I am? What narrative? I don't have one. I'm neither like, well, this, or this happened to Summer. I'm not. Have y'all ever heard me come here and be like, nuh-uh, this is why it happened to her. This is why it happened to her. Like, this is a firm version. And so, therefore, this is what I'm all going to talk about to gear it towards this direction, because this is what's happened. In order to believe that I've been the one gearing anything anywhere, you'd have to ask yourself, gearing it where? Because I've never geared anything or narrative driven anything anywhere. Because I've never, and it's one of the things I sort of refuse to do. People ask, and have for years, what do you think happened this summer? The only thing I've ever said is that my opinion is controlled foul play of some variety, and that you all can take that as you will. That could mean a great deal many things. But unlike Fred, Monster, and the rest of these motherfuckers out here in the world, I've never been like, oh, this had happened, this had happened, this had happened. this is my theory today, this is the theory yesterday, and then I've never, ever on here geared towards it because there's no it to gear towards. There's nothing to create a narrative towards because I've never given anything to gear towards. Therefore, I'm not running a narrative on it. See how common sense, logic, shit are necessary, literacy rates, that type of shit, technology, at least a little. Propaganda is telling someone over and over and over and over and over again until they buy you bullshit. This person is dropping there. This person's in control. This person's doing. This person's lying. This person's inconsistent. Until people believe it. Not based on truth, fact, this and that. It's based on the only thing they're left with because they can't do it any other valid way. They have to do it based on just repetition propaganda and narratives to gear what they want certain ways around Summer's case. Me, I just want the truth and answers and the person or persons responsible to help accountable. And I want fucking tragedy pimps rounded up. That's it. I want changes. Alright? So, I don't know where AI come up with this hot shit. It didn't. This AI has been tampered with. The seal is broken. You people been human this poor AI is what you did. You tampered with it. You made it a bit more evil. You did something very bad with AI. You should not be dealing with it. That's what you did. Fuck faces.
That is interesting to listen to, but it's only, yes, it's only based on the information that was put into whatever program he used. I like how it's saying though.
Based on whatever information he put into, yeah, y'all know. As the little hotbacker knows, and I'm gonna bet you there's some data, some real shit that can be pulled to show y'all are working in a well-coordinated effort to do this and alerting each other when the video went and this did that and who's gonna play this and who's gonna drop it as a pebble in Ziggy's chat and make it look like she's innocent and not harassing away and advertising killers and whoever wrote this goddamn shit or let Killer borrow their video, because I'm telling you I've heard those words verbatim before. To have him have AI's voice read it. Simple as that. Well coordinated group over many platforms operating in and around open and active cases. Indeed, fellas. God, I'd hate it if experts hired by people and their lawyers could pull and request this data between you all at some point in court, or feds, or NSA, or other three letters who, I'd hate that. Oh my God. Surely that technology does not exist. Oh my. Carrying on.
It doesn't say certain things are true. It's basically just saying, talking as if it's like a opinion.
Weird, huh, Zig? She likes how it's not saying certain things as it's true, but it's sort of like it's an opinion.
It's not really talking as in fact, I don't think. It sounds more like it sounds accurate to me from what I've heard of Jody Sue's over the.
Wow. Way to give it your stamp there. Chasing monkeys.
Years. It's hard to deny the stuff it's saying. I know the vertical mode is hard to watch. I know it's happens when I start on my.
Anyway, I didn't get that far earlier, but let me show you something. I was curious. I don't go around Googling myself. Really, ever. Never that I can think of. Apparently, Monster the rest do. I've heard them talk about it a lot, whatever. I'm like, wow, y'all really do that shit. I don't make it happen. And I don't like AI. I don't interact. I ain't asking it no fucking questions. Um, Fred, if you don't leave me the fuck alone, dude, you know what? It's fine. Your time's coming. Can I ask you a question, though, while you're here? Start shit, get views for your fucking homework and whore bag there you're playing pretend with till it's time to come back and they're all paying fucking dumb whore of yours to pretend, it's fun. Anyway, did you see how that's rolling around with, eh? Oh, wait, I bet you know. Anyway, can I ask you a question while you're here? Why did you find it appropriate in your first photo op on Ben Hill, despite having a washer and dryer, as your sister's clothes state, and I know you damn well had, why did you find it appropriate, or doing the teehee grin while you come out wearing a small female pink shirt to do your first photo op with Ziggy on Ben Hill? You know, summer vanished in a pink shirt. I'm sure you do, right, Fred? You tell me it's the only piece of laundry you could find in your abode to grab real quick before Ziggy and your photo op? I know you boys better than that. You'd put on your other shirt last one you had on. I know you better. That shit was playing, Fred. I know you better. Who got you up to that, or did you get yourself up to that? What kind of fucking part of the tee game was that, Fred? Think it's funny? First pick of Fred on Ben Hill to go to fuck with, do something to somebody, or play tee games around Summer's case. You chose to come out in a small female pink shirt. Why, Fred? Why'd you do that? Hmm? Yeah, Fred. By the way, hey, I got that from my mouth. I mean, I know you're an ignorant fucking junkie bastard, but I guess Killer's gonna need to do a video on you next, huh, Fred? But he's laid off of those since he's doing this. Wife, you pretend one. Um, maybe Killer will put all your shit and feed it to it next. See what it has to say about you, Fred. Straight from the meth monkey's mouth. Ain't almost breeding season for them sons of bitches, Fred. I'm gonna go down there and get me some food, Age. Bitch, you is on my nerves. For a dude who proclaimed he never even met the kid, blah, blah, didn't know the little girl, then suddenly backtrack on that first comment. I hope you got that recorded. Didn't know Donna get blah, 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 but then wait, Donna, you were really tight, then 6 months before something changed, about like Donna is fucking singing angels. Strange shit, Fred. Are you trying to make yourself look guilty? How much they pay for that job? You go along with the script of the cornbread or the chicken heads or script of the YouTubers, script of Dawn and Candace? Which is it? It all must be in pursuit of justice and the truth for Summer, though, isn't it, Fred? Either way, I just want to know why the fuck you decided in your first photo op, though clearly, as stated by your sisters, you had access to the washer and dryer. But Ziggy's narrative was that you had to just grab any old shirt. You never really clean, blah, blah. You had to grab one of the lower. But we all know you didn't. You boys don't roll that way. You would have grabbed one of your own from the day before, the one you just taken off. Not Laura's. You wore that pink shirt out there for your first photo op. You wore a pink female shirt on purpose. Ben Hill. I want to know why. Just a question. Maybe AI can answer that for us. You think? Do you think it can? Nah, I'm gonna bet alien feds can. I know, Cat's always got Fred's tongue. He comes up here and leaves one fucking comment to get shit going for him and the wife. He fake one. The real ones start running around. PGO's money to fuck around Cotton's case. Layla's Owens. Summers. Should I be expecting a blue van or a gold van visit there, Serafina Hill, in the next, I don't know, what's it take them, about 3.5, 5 minutes usually? What are they going to yell today? Do I need to get Sloan Bella to tell me? Anyway. Hope not. I hate to record anymore than I already have on all of y'all. Punk ass little bitches. You cornbread and you chicken head shit. So done with it. Oh, yo. So anyway. I guess Fred popped in at an opportune moment because, as I'd said, we were sort of done with pretend wifey's bullshit here and whatnot. And I got to ask my question, I guess. Why is Fred, his first photo op, choosing to wear a tiny pink t-shirt when he didn't have to? And the world knows he didn't have to. And then they played it off and made you all not think about it too hard by going, oh, well, him and Laura crackheads and blah blah, and they see me clean laundry. They don't even look like they wash dry, but oh, come to find out from the sisters, they did because there was muddy clothes and stuff in washer and dryers. And even I and Monster and Bells know they had access to wash and dry, etc. So, yeah, no. And that wouldn't have mattered. I know these motherfuckers well enough to know they would have put on their own t-shirts that they'd just been wearing, or just come out of, or yesterday's laundry. Fred did that on purpose. Ask yourselves why Fred wore a tiny female pink shirt out on Ben Hill for his first photo op. I'm curious. Could it be a brain dot? Could it be a nothing? Sure. Could it be the work of meth monkey, crackhead, junkie ass, tweakers, money, whatever, la la la, threatened to buy these tubers and little riders and the MGLs and whatever else is and being paid for all this shit? Sure can, because as you can see, PG still clearly owes Laura some money, and everybody running from that. Sinister even knows Laura's owed some bank down here. PG's like, oh, I gotta drive off real quick. Yeah, we know. We all know what's up, bro. We know what months of money turning shits and the little hive and locals are running in my under thousands slinging it, don't we? Strange times. Anyway, you guys. Oh dear. Can you screenshot that and send it to me, Di? Please. I'd appreciate it. 3 months. It's been embedded back there. Judging by name, I know what it's gearing for too. And I know better. I know better because of certain very in-person things. I know it better. I don't even have to see it to know better than that it's not what it wants to be. I know better. Because very personal things and reasons. See how it works? I also know the only one that could and did feed certain shit to certain people, starting with, it puts the lotion on over there, was Monster. So he threw out and doxed more people, and these people try to make y'all think whatever that they're this and these are just fake ass motherfuckers, and I know that for a fact. And they try to drive down, I'm just like, whatever. So, anyway, and I'll tell you, the one motherfucker wants to bust in every one of someone's teeth, elk docs it through, it puts the holes on. Yeah. It's not real happy, and considering it already busted that motherfucker's mouth when we were all kids, I don't think it wants to be. That one ain't got the balls. So anyway, but that one does. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's just how it is. And I know they are indeed keeping a very close watch on certain motherfuckers that wanted to dox them, and certain other motherfuckers that just be crazy and doing crazy shit. And so, so still with this. Nah, whatever. Alright. Oh, and I'll tell you what. I gotta thank Tijuana Amiss and their bullshit today for something. Y'all can make fun of me all you want. I found a happy thing. And a happy thing. Okay. So I was gonna push the button, I thought it was kind of funny because I was gonna push the button and look, her shit was sponsored by Drug Rehabilitation Center in North Carolina. Her shit was sponsored on the YouTube end, no algorithm, YouTube end, Drug Rehabilitation Center. So I thought, well, that's fucking hilarious, right? Thought that was fucking just hilarious. But then an ad starts. Imagine that. Y'all, if it wasn't for this shit show today, look, I can tell you what I'm doing tonight. Well, no, I can't. I promise some other things to other people. But soon, god damn it. And this has to be algorithm based to me. You know it is. Y'all know how I love the writers, right? The data writers. Okay. And I often refer to this place as Jurassic World. You see, that's what artificial intelligence and algorithms do. They pick up on things that are actually based in, like Jurassic Park. And where I say this motherfucking place, and then also because I love Jurassic Park. And it's a thing for me. Okay? It picks up on things like that. So today's ad on Ziggy's, and I was just sitting here like, oh, what's this? And I was like, it's gonna be some crappy cartoon. When it's gonna be like for the ages 4 to 5. So I was gonna skip it. But then I was like, no, give it a second. This looks wait a minute. What? And then it says that oh gosh, what's the studio that produced E.T. and all them? Oh my god. Anyway, it's got all the studios. The good ones involved. And yo. It's Jurassic World Kids. I think that's the name of the show. I'm not sure, but and instead of just letting me watch a snippet, it let me watch like a whole 10-minute thing. I was mesmerized. And yeah, it, much like the last movie or two, is banking a whole lot on the recreating of the quintessential moments within Jurassic Park and, the franchise, and, the raptors on top of the T-Rex and that type of thing, or sliding under the car, and when Chris Pratt wasn't an asshole days, and all that. And so it very much recreates some of those moments. But this is a series, and it is supposedly on Netflix. And y'all, if it wasn't for this bullshit with Tijuana Amiss, her donkey meth monkey show, and Babyface Killer, I wouldn't have found this slice of happiness that I'm gonna use to actually be checked the fuck out of YouTube at some point. You know, which I am more than they are ever anyway. And I'm gonna binge watch this son bitch. I'm gonna do it. It's like these kids are like Scooby Doo in the gang or something, is what it seems like. And they're like ass kicking, and they're doing the things, and there's like a mystery, and the dinosaurs are very well rendered. Oh, it looks amazing. And then I was sitting here thinking of other kids in my room, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if they know about this yet. And if they don't, maybe I could pay for them a Netflix subscription and they could watch it because I know they'd love this. And I was like, oh, I'm going to call them mamas. And then I was like, I got to do this. So I'm going to do that at some point and make sure that. But then I'm like, well, it's honestly a little scary. It ain't like, but I know they're used to the writers too. They watch all the writers, just like I do. And so I think they can handle it. And they're all about the writers. And so I'm gonna make sure that they're aware of this writers, if it's okay at the moment. And I'm telling you, either way, it's what's about to happen. I'm gonna spend snack quality binging time. Now I know for a fact I'm not gonna be able to talk little into this. Alright? She's gonna be like, fuck you and fuck that. That's a cartoon. Like, of that variety. Don't get me wrong, this kid and they love the cartoons things been 3 years. Well, we had most of till Monsters stole all of my shit for horror and her fucking kids with, weirdly enough, the same birthdays as my sister. Yeah. Including ones that I had the original copies of as my children babies. He didn't give a shit because he didn't know it wasn't his birthday. The fuck's, what do memories matter in tangible things? Am I right? He'd like me to get him some of them children's photos off of them real phones. Nope. Alright. So anyway, now I have talked little this week. I was like, when it gets warm again, you and I are going to go away from anywhere public view. We're going to find a spot in the woods. Going to take a little general thing with us. And we're going to do a movie in the woods. Alright? With the projector and all that. We're going to have a little camp. We're going to do the thing. Little's like, alright. So down for that. It's scheduled. Just can't get out of it now. Speaking of, I do have to get one. I promised Little small catfish. And she's wanting a certain breading. And I kind of want risotto. And I was thinking about actually making some the good icing. Well, I won't say icing. I'll say whipped topping for some cupcakes. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood today. I think it was the rain and the Mechanican yesterday. Little sunshine. No, ladies, it's that vitamin D. Anyway. Skincare routine. Um, gotta have one. But yeah, so thanks to Tijuana Amiss and her donkey monkey show, and to Babyface try to kill the case over there by narratives and horseshit and using AI as propaganda and tools and weaponizing them against what you clearly know your demographics and you're working in. You know, that adrenochrome, QAnon, Wayfair, gullible as fuck in the South, certain demographics, political leanings, religious leanings, little law, terrified of anything tech. See you dumb motherfucker. And that ain't your type. That ain't the. You gotta be a dumb slimish to buy this shit down. We all see it, and you're all's continual going, oh, killer's gonna be out. Oh, gosh. And then the pebble, what's going on my lip? After 2 days, he almost by that, blah, about like her bullshit Cheerios and Elmer's glue. You go right ahead. That was Pebble Drop. Killer's vid was advertised. They wanted to see their circle jerking y'all for views and to push propaganda and narratives. Now, I don't give a fuck what y'all think of me. Alright? Look at me. I don't give a fuck. You form your own opinions, though. Form those based on me. Me. Not filtered through, not narrative driven, not content driven. You think of me what the fuck you will. I don't care. It will not affect my sleep, my life, my happiness, none of that, not at all. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you despise me. I don't care if you want to put me in a hole, put lotion on, wear my skin. It doesn't affect me in that type of manner. I don't give a fuck. Alright? But if you're going to be around this type of shit as entertainment, I don't know. Type of shit. You know what? These are real missing and murdered women and children and vulnerable and whatever. Okay? These are real life situations. It's not just the victim, survivor, fighter, their families, law enforcement, courts, etc., their communities, neighbors. It's real life to all these people. It may not be to you. You may be able to log out. You can like or not like people. You know, you don't have to like somebody. You don't have to not like somebody just because it's, you know, like, but around these subjects, like, I don't know how y'all do. I don't like a great deal many people I've seen in the news around the case. I'm like, oh, that motherfucker's an asshole. It's like around Sebastian's. I think Seth and Chris both are fucking assholes. I think they're both abusive in their own manners. That doesn't mean either did anything to Sebastian. See what I'm saying? Like, it ain't wrong for me to speak out on DV and that fucking monster and the abuser and all these things and to be a voice. He's a monster. But I can tell you he wasn't on the road on the 15th. And I can tell you he didn't have any part of Summer Vanishing on the 15th. Because right's right. I don't like it, motherfucker, obviously. But you stand up and you go, okay, I don't like this motherfucker. Man, do you know, in all the years here, I could be like, oh yeah, that motherfucker sus as hell. If I was truly trying to make him look some certain way, I could have done that. Just to what? Be petty? Get my justice? Fuck yeah, I could have, but I'm not built that way. So I'll stand up for him where it counts, and the rest of the time, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, which I did even before Summer vanished, which is speak out about what he was doing to us. That was not new. Even after Summer, that was not new and only happening after Summer vanished. I spoke about it freely all the time it was happening, all the decades, even on social media. Many knew my plan, if I ever got away, was to use my voice to help other domestic violence people try to build a shelter, try to do these things in the world based on hopefully surviving it one day and getting free of it, whatever. I've shown their receipts. So anyway, I'm gonna call the motherfucker out for what the motherfucker is, what he's done. I'm gonna speak on TV. But I am not going to make him look some that way just because I'm, fuck you, you beat me, you abused me, my kids, and blah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pinpoint him for something that I know he's not done. I know the motherfucker went on the road on the 15th. What do you want me to do? Come here and lie about it? That ain't sus. It's the right thing to fucking do. You leave the line up to fucking Fred and Ziggy and the rest, man. The narrow's up to you fucking creators. But at least use your brains. Common sense logic, which I know so many of you have. Quit drinking the Kool-Aid, man. Hate us, like us, based on our own fucking merits. It's not what the fuck you're told or fed. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if you like us or not. I don't care, like I said. And like my first vids here on Facebook, I don't give a shit what the world thinks. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for an audience to be liked, loved, admired. I'm not here for any of that. I'm not here for clout. I don't intend on building a fucking social media empire. I don't yearn for a play button. I like plaque. I don't care about any of that shit, man. It's not my thing. Change, justice, all these things. And answers. Those are my things. I, I don't tell y'all. But good Lord. I do know I can tell you, that you just been sent for a circle jerking narrative driving Kool-Aid garbage by Ziggy and Killer's a hit piece and another party or two involved. And one I assume is data that can be pulled between them again. And after you have especially months of this where she just suddenly gets a killer bit, oh my. And just like CZ and Six Up not recently, as an example did, well, CZ was airing the thing, but Six Up then aired that to make it look like Six Up wasn't the one doing, but it was that, like, it's a thing they do here. I wish I'd fucking start calling it out. And it's it's ways they try to skirt by being held accountable civilly or looking like they're the ones doing harass them when they're all in it together. It's a compound of idiots online being criminals and cons and targeters and trying to weasel and weave and bow tie shit up, But either way, you can see they couldn't even come up with the like, man, if I had not posted that 60 Minutes piece, I guarantee you it would have been something different. But I posted it and one of them went, oh, got an idea. And then even me mentioning it gets them views too, so. Yeah, they can't even come up there. Oh, supposed to. Like, you want to talk about watching a motherfucker. You want to talk about obsession number 9, man. They always in my bushes, but I swear they ain't like. And always making everything a thing. No matter what I do, everything's a thing. It's always sus, it's always this, it's always that. And where the fuck did that shit come up with out of Ziggy's mouth? Did you notice at first she went, oh, she's covering somebody, but it's not Andy. There's a precursor to the AI being like, right, Andy, and picking side, even though Andy wasn't even in the query. So there was a precursor, but anyway, what's wild? Where did that come from? And I cannot stress this enough, y'all. I know narratives. I know their content and other bullshit. I don't care how many times they tell you that. It ain't true. I'm not covering up for anyone on, around, or anywhere else in the world that has done something to someone. I'm not hiding anyone. I'm not lying for anyone. I was not present for, I guess, whatever the crucial moments that day whenever Summer vanished. The first time I came into contact with Candace was after 6:09 p.m. I did not see Summer on June 15th. And I did not see, technically, Candace till after 6:09 p.m. There are other witnesses that can attest. And I'm sure as to what was being said, and obviously me becoming aware, because I'm sure they could hear that, and me being told that Summer was missing. And I was like, holy shit, you know. So, you see how that fucking works, assholes? That they want you to forget all that. They want you to forget there are more than just Jody Sue on Ben Hill. That there are more outside of Ben Hill. That there was more than just Jody Sue that heard and seen certain things on the 15th. They want you to forget that. So that they drive a narrative and the content and the bullshit. And they can hashtag Summer's name, my name, Andy's name, annihilate us kids, and their only objective is really to destroy us as the victims of them on YouTube and crimes they have really legitimately committed against us, try to silence us, blackmail us, harm us, get us murdered, the real big trouble they know they're in. And that doesn't even include the civil shit. They want the fuck away from it. They want us discredited, annihilated, set up any way possible. On top of that, others around them they are connected with, including those on Ben Hill, some of them, have had us targeted. Even their own media manager. So, when you have this happening at this scale, you have to really use common sense and logic and go, shit ain't right here. You also, I think, have a few people afraid, no matter what that reason is, whether they're guilty or not, and they would like us eliminated as some of the very few witnesses up close and personal that day. Now, I say witness because what the fuck else am I supposed to call myself or others? When you know that you didn't do anything, and you know your children didn't do anything, and you know other neighbors didn't or could not have done anything and weren't even present to do anything, then you know outright that does not apply. Suspect, PI does not fucking apply. And I can't say law enforcement, doesn't lie. They do. But they told us a long fucking time before Pruitt ever got caught on the phone call Benny or said it for law enforcement reasons out loud to Benny. She is not a suspect. Alright? We were told by other agencies and them, we were not. And that we're witnesses only. I don't, does that mean it's true? Fuck no, it don't. But I know for facts, none of us did anything to Summer nor did anything wrong on the 15th. None of us are hiding, covering, lying, doing any such shit. And I will tell you myself, as I've told me and many know personally, that I don't care. I wouldn't care who it was on that road. I wouldn't care who it was inside of that community or otherwise out in the world. Whoever's done anything to Summer, whoever is responsible for her vanishing, no matter what's happened to her. I don't care if I've known them my whole life. I don't care who they fucking are. I don't care if I've never met them or if I've known them my whole life. Blood, water in between. I don't give a fuck who it is. I will gladly watch any death penalty carried out, and I do hope if something and the worst has happened that is indeed what happens to the person or persons responsible. And it still, in my books, will not be enough justice. But I will rejoice no matter who it is that is captured. Because you can't tell me that a fucking tree or a butterfly or anything else is responsible for vanishing summer on June 15th. I'll stick with some variety of controlled foul play and human involvement. Alright? So, that's just how it is. I don't care who believes it. I don't care what the fuck any of y'all believe, but I've said it a million times. I've said it a million times more if it takes that. I know that this place tries very hard to do this in every case, not just Summers. Same song and dance, same playbook, same tactics, same propaganda, same organization over and over and over again long before Summer vanished and continuing out into other cases since she's vanished. So, and all you gotta do is Google yourself, look at what they've done, the same characters, same playbook, same shit in every case, long before Jody Sue, or anybody else existed in the public eye. Alright? And then you also have to go, well, does that mean in all the other cases before Summers that those neighbors, witnesses, babysitters, law enforcement and feds were lying against all these poor little creators and all the things and all the people going real life on them, the real life stalking, harassment, terror, blackmail, threat, were they all lying too? No, they weren't. What about the ones Idaho 4 happened there? You've seen some of these same characters like Piper and all do that to Anon, others. I think that one got Jeremy and all them around Idaho 4. You see them do it. Kylie Rodney's to the kids at her school. You see them do it. Every case. Dylan's, Harmony's, Michael, I mean, you name it. And there are people in each case, including Quentin Lyman's. They've done this to babysitter, others, elderly, fry guy. Every case they pick somebody. And now they're starting to pick male juvenile children, teenage age, in cases like they're doing Sebastian's as well, and making it part of it because it's made a good storyline this summer to annihilate the lives and reputations and shit of male youth around cases. It's their thing. So now they've decided to start adding that in. Shit. So y'all are helping victimize juvenile children and annihilate them and the rest of their lives while supposedly helping other children. You fucking great advocates. And you're watching it all for entertainment purposes. So anyway, it's just where I'm at. Today. I hope the bullshit roundup they just pulled on y'all a couple rooms deep and some writer, tippy tapper, hive members otherwise. For the AI target, they just rotated y'all like dumb sheep, hoping you were gullible, ignorant, and wouldn't figure it out for yourselves. Hope y'all enjoyed that entertainment. And the Cheerios and Elmer's Glue craft hour. It's not turning out so well, it sounds like. Maybe refunds being denied. That wouldn't be new around Zig, would it? Anyway. Oh, yeah. The way she handles things is pretty repetitious. Give me just a second. Anyway, so I think all the important things have been covered today. Real Jurassic Park stuff's good. Super good. This Jurassic Park, it's super bad. Watch out. Oh, oh. For East Los Hornos, watch out. Anyway, so, uh, I don't know about you. All I can tell you is that I watched like a 10-minute thing and it looks pretty good. Feel like it's adult compatible. I've had it. It's better than this place. I know in the next few days that's what I'm gonna be doing with some good snacks. Okay. Um, I'm actually checked out from here, and we still have yet to receive any response or answer from Fred, who only comes over here for the one drop Fred things he does to get him and the fake wife some views. So anyway, I'm still like know what he's saying about horses now. I'm worried about horses now. Anyway, other than just the way he treated them, he had a habit. So anyway, can we talk um dipshit looks into making a Fred ad? Can somebody top that out for us? Anyway, and then make AI read it out. I'm curious. Well, and I didn't mean it like, hey, hint, wink, back card, curiosity, go make a vid. I mean, like, sincerely mean this when I say fuck you, curiosity, because your old double standard of nobody docs me and I've had problems and my kids taking all this bullshit, but y'all ain't got a right to look at them all. But you been all up in everybody else's shit. The fuck makes you special? I seen that. Like a couple weeks after she did it, apparently there was this whole doxing thing, whatever, cursed or something. I don't know. Ziggy was threatening. Somebody was threatening her with something. She came out with a picture. Wow, still frame proves lost perfect, doesn't it? And then did like a video or something where she was talking about how she's exempt. Nobody should be digging into, caring about. She's gonna take exception to if they have it. I'm like, now hold up. It's your double standards. No. If you can't come out here and you can't air out your dirty line, but you out here judging everybody else on theirs, but it looks like you got a record too, homie. And you got some good problems in your past shit, then we need to know. If you're gonna be there as a creator around missing and murdered children and all up in everybody else's booty holes and all scrub and like down here for hunting down all the wrong goddamn fucking strip clubs from 20 years ago and getting the wrong all that shit in pursuit of the answers for somewhere else, but actually targeting witnesses around their case, then no, I'm good. Y'all don't get to hold it. This is why these creators never want y'all to know who they are. Half of them 9 identities deep. I shit you not. Fake identities, blah blah blah, long hidden ones, like mixed and garbled. Like, Jesus, the time I've spent trying to track. Oh, swear to God. So anyway, we're having to know law enforcement in order to learn it. Some of these are several bought identities deep. That's something. Let me tell you. You get told that. Holy shit! Another one. Yes, I. Oh, shit. Anyway, so thing is, just it's why they don't want you to know who they are, man. Once you know who they are, they ain't got no right to be judging no motherfucker or committing criminal acts in a well-organized criminal organization online around these damn cases. They're telling y'all they're advocates for anybody. Or that they ain't just as fucked up as the rest of the world while they pretend they're perfect. Blah. Blah. You remember Justin when he had the imaginary children? Right? And him and the others going on about how they were blending their own baby foods and everything was diet free and all the clothes. What happened to that? Motherfucker even bought fake car seats and shit. And I knew that fabric on him wasn't loose enough. There wasn't enough Cheeto and drool dust or bar for the spit up remains, even if you wipe a fucking car seat. I knew it. Ran a Tesla, motherfucker. And that husband, where is that husband? We've been waiting for years. Turns out he just matches the description of the guy that owns all the gas stations Justin worked for his clerk. Still ain't seen that dude yet. And even Josh recently was like, yeah, you're a kid. Wait, what happened to him? You remember Justin even went so far as to have a pic of the boys, right? What was that out of? A Sears catalog? And then they handed it like, these people fake as fuck, bro. They're all criminals, cons, silver tongues, just in an organized group across many platforms. Cooper, Bales, all these cases, feds, law enforcement, they've told you. Only smart thing I've ever heard Coffindoffer's dumbass say. This Coffindoffer of the fucking Discord. Fuckery in summers. Alright, in other cases. Coffindoffer was, I was looking for the piece a while back, and I don't want to go through her fucking vids or lives. I don't want to watch her. But somebody played a piece of her while they're pretending to be an anti-tragedy imp, I'm pretty sure. And they played it, and they're like, oh, I agree with Coffindoffer here. And I swear to God, it was locked down to play it. But I don't like watching this shit. Can't find this piece. But Coffindoffer even calls out these YouTubers who she plays with. Make that make sense. I believe, ma'am, you're part of that. But she says all these are cons, criminals, large criminal records, operating in what it's just the same thing Coop and the feds and everybody else tell you is occurring in each of these cases that I've been telling you is occurring. That the other witnesses, neighbors, other people like in Karen Reed's, these people have targeted. From once forward and back and forth and in between, I've been telling you for years is being done to us in these cases and families and law enforcement communities. Coffindoffer actually says it. Oh, you know. I don't even want to go through what Coffindoffer's been up to in summers, okay? But she said it with a straight face, and it's the only thing I'm going to agree with her with, but I'm also going to be like, but wait, you did something, you helped him along. I don't know what you're doing, lady, but sure. And if anybody can find that piece, let me know where it's at, but I'm never watching one of her full lives or on lockdown to fucking find it. I know it's somewhere. But, yeah, she even calls it out. So I don't know what the fuck that means, considering her space and everything. Her part's in. But, hey, whatever. Coffin difference. Is that what lockdown calls for? And on my lows, hold on. Something else I was going to show you. Oh, that's what it was. I got off track. My bad. Alright. So I did this thing, because I never go... Damn, I got way off track. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. I did. Holy shit. My bad. Alright. I guess I'll just do it this way. Fuck it. I went into Google Chrome. Now, I know it's some same thing as some of the AI program, but either way. I don't Google myself, okay? And I do not. I try to avoid AI, though you can at some level. I just don't use it to ask questions of queries, because it's an ignorant piece of shit anyway. And I'm not trying to help it take over the world, be nefarious, or for idiots like this to use it in even worse ways. Like it's not already being used for the worst things. Now, I put in my name in AI, right, in Google Chrome. I actually put in Ask AI, and then I put in my name. And then it came up with that information. It came up with a picture of me off the news, obviously. That information is available in my sources. And then probability the answer is correct, 100%. I don't know what the fuck that means. And then there's a picture of me off of looks like one of my early Facebook lives. And it says answer provided by Ask AI. Alright. So then it goes sponsored content. If you're looking to celebrate and embrace your sensuality like Jodie Sue Brown, discover Bedroom Candy. I know they're going to go wild with that candy bit, but it's spelled with a K. It's spelled with a K. So it's cool. Alright, anyway. An intimate luxury line designed by Grammy Award winning songwriter Candy Buress? Is that related to that one strange Buress fellow that's being lost next? I don't know who the fuck any of this is. I don't know. Alright. Our exquisite collection emphasizes pleasure and empowerment, providing you with premium products that allow you to express your desires without judgment. Join a community that celebrates intimacy, all while gaining opportunities for personal growth. Dive into luxurious experiences and redefine pleasure with Bedroom Candy by visiting Bedroom Candy. I was like, well, fuck. That was better than I expected with all the horseshit content. And look, I'll tell you that here's the thing, and here's what's being done. Between the 16 Green Eyes accounts and locked vagina or whatever it is over there, and all the others, what they're doing in these quiet months that have been happening is they're pumping out piece and piece and piece and piece and vid and clip and post and whatever, right? That way, when maybe eyes get back on for any reason, what happens when you search up or look the neighbor or Jodie Sue or anything, what you're going to come across is their propaganda, like Ziggy's, Killers, Lip Locks, Green Eyes, Lotion put her on her over there, and the others, because that's what's taken over the goddamn algorithms, what comes up first when you're looking. And it's going to be the first thing eyes in there to, to run out. I know what they're doing. They're seeding the field in the absence of all the other big ones that have hid their content because they're afraid of being held accountable. While the little ones are taking the risk, they're pumping out the bullshit. They're seeding the field for what comes next. I'm sure there's proof of that in rooms today that can be pulled by a lawyer who pays an expert to do it under legal means ordered by judges and courts. It's going to be a wonderful world one day. So anyway, it's who? She's part of Housewives of Atlanta. Mud pie, maybe this thing picked up on me being born in and around Atlanta. Maybe AI knows things after all. But bitch, y'all look like real housewife material to you. Now, I used to be, if it were for like the right guy. Right? And that, boy, I tried hard even for monsters. Now, I think those days have passed me by. More than margarita and pool boys up now. Fucking like, fuck up here. Just saying. I ain't a hoe, but there ain't nobody else ever trying to turn me into no housewife. Both my kids back grown. I'm gonna go to school if I can. I get that opportunity. And a few more years out of life in the blue speck, and I'm gonna go hang out with crocodiles on the beach somewhere. I found this amazing one in a documentary around, I believe it was India. Oh my god! Oh, it reminds you like the beach, sort of. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I don't mean like the beach. I mean like the beach. Wasn't that the name of the movie? Leonardo DiCaprio and all them were in, doing all the weird. I think it was based in Thailand, though. I had the illegal activities. Anyway, so I don't know who any of these motherfuckers are. I ain't no damn real housewife. Ain't happening. But then it starts pulling these up, because I'm going to be transparent, okay? And here's how you know that I'm right when I tell you that what they're doing is seeding the field with all the content the little ones are pumping out to be the first seen and the narrative's driven for any new or bright, fresh eyes that come along within the next little while, maybe. They're doing it on purpose. So anyway, this one's by locked vagina and lip lock again. And that's my own video, guys. It's titled Up There on That Scene. Anyway. And then, had a bunch of stuff on, I guess where I had the coffee thing at one point. Oh, and there's this. This video is also by, Vagina Locked over there. Alright. So it comes up. Like I said, seed in the field. That's what they're doing. And then it tells me some more because I asked for a summary. And I actually think, I don't know if I screenshot the questions. I know that at one point I changed what I was looking for, and I asked it, I was like, what something, Jody Sue Brown, and then I put in Summer's name. Alright, and so then, at some point, stuff changed here, and I don't remember what. Y'all can go do it, damn stuff. I don't give a fuck. So anyway, notable achievements of Jody Sue Brown. Jody Sue Brown has made significant contribution in various fields, particularly in philanthropy and community service. Here are some of her notable achievements. I mean, I have done community service, don't get me wrong. And I don't know that it counts as philanthropy, but I give a shit about my community. I've done a great deal many things just because, and I'm not here like, hey, homeless guy, give you a burger, can I get an interview? I've done that my whole life until I was raised. It's just what we do. It's what we're taught to do. So anyway, I don't need pats on the back for being unrated, whatever. But it ain't like this some bitch knew that. But look, philanthropic work. Food bank for New York City. This is where my paste picante came into play. It's like New York City. What I do in New York? New York now. Jody Sue Brown served as an event chair for the food bank for New York City's annual Can Do Awards dinner. Now that sounds like AI's gotten my previous career as a caterer and event designer, and all that. And an event coordinator mixed up with somebody else's in New York City. But whatever. This event is crucial in raising funds and awareness to support hunger relief efforts throughout the city. Now, I wish this was the case. I wish this was my illustrious career, but this is not. These are not my accomplishments. Under her leadership, the organization raised over 9 million meals for those in need during the 2019 gala. Bitch, I wish these were my accomplishments. They are not. Now, number 2, community engagement. Through her involvement with the food bank, she has played a vital role in mobilizing community members and organizations to address food I don't know. I went somewhere. I don't know. The rest of them's kind of okay. Anyway, it must follow some New Yorkers who rely on food assistance programs. I don't know why I did this in New York instead of right here on home base, but whatever. 3, event coordination. See, this is what I'm talking about. I think it knows something about me. As an event chair, Jody Sue has been instrumental in organizing high-profile events that not only raise funds, but also I feel like this is playing off the skin. Anyway, but also bring together influential figures from various sectors to collaborate on solutions to pressing social issues. Now, that my voice would travel right and would get others to do the things, to create the changes, and to help communities, and to help be a voice for change around true crime, and maybe AI knows me a little. Alright. Networking and advocacy is number 4. What's going on here? What is going on, guys? I don't know. Her work involves networking with other leaders and advocates to promote initiatives that benefit underserved communities, showcasing her commitment to social justice and community empowerment. Fuck, it's almost like AI is on to my needful things. Sounds almost like it ran some material through something first. Atlanta, empowerment, community. A want to give out to the world, like to help the world at large, social issues, and ever. It's almost like AI came up with things. Recognition. Number 5, public acknowledgement. Jody Sue's efforts have been recognized within philanthropic circles, highlighting her dedication to improving the lives of others through strategic fundraising and community service initiatives. I mean, I have done that in the past with Black Lives Matter, others, backpacks, stuff for kids, housing units, school stuff. I mean, you know, other organizations, homeless, needy, DV, Anyway, involves networking with other leaders and advocates to promote initiatives that benefit others. I mean, you could say that considering I work with the leaders and maybe dated one or two of some of the organizations that are down here. Known quite an abundance of them throughout my life, and have known some of them have known my family since before I ever existed. So throughout all the decades of my life, I have worked with people like that. Underserved communities showcasing their commitment to social justice, community empowerment. Philanthropic service strategic. These achievements reflect Jody Sue Brown's commitment to making a positive impact in her community through philanthropy and leadership. Now, yeah, I don't have all this right. It's wild what all it could mean by it, what it's gathering and sourced from, but seems to have a little something here and there, right? It seems like it was doing AI shit. Oh, this may be when I change questions. Jody C. Brown has significantly impacted our community industry through her innovative approaches to content creation. I don't know about all that. Sponsorship, engagement, and community involvement. Content creation engagement. Jody C. Brown is known for her engaging content on platforms like YouTube. See? Yeah, it's stupid. Our lives are not what we would call engaging. But you go right on with your bad self. Where she effectively utilizes sponsorships. I don't have sponsors. Fucking AI is a moron. She effectively utilizes sponsorships to enhance viewer experience. See, now AI is just lying. Y'all know I don't have sponsors. My fucking channel ain't even monetized. Most of my videos were never monetized anyway. And I damn well have not enhanced your viewing experience with sponsorships. The same cannot be said of sharing her lingerie with Summer Wells' name hashtagged in her title and her ass hanging out, okay? I'm not ribbed for viewing pleasure. Okay. By integrating on-camera appearances in her sponsored content. Never been sponsored. I had a couple offers. Like, no, I'm good. She fosters a genuine connection with her audience. Well, I do try to do that. That's true. Which not only boosts viewer engagement. CAI is just trying not to hurt my feelings now. Ah! Fucking dead right. But also increases the effectiveness of the sponsorship she promotes. Well, now, yeah, it's just back to being double the bag of shit. Y'all ever see me promote a product on here? Sponsors, right? Now, I know I was big on that Dukes, and there's some products I've laid into, like those mini pies and things. I've talked some shit about some products, especially the snack variety motherfuckers that weren't tasty. Duke's Mayo, shit, they want to get at me, I'll advertise all day long. Hard. I'll go hard for Dukes. But that was not sponsored. It was just because I love mayonnaise. Because I'm a fatty. Or I was. I still am at heart. My whole ass and my titties are gone, but I'm still a fatty at heart. Which is why I didn't go shitting on real products. They ain't hiring me for nothing. So anyway, this approach has set a standard within the industry. Let's read this again. By integrating on-camera appearances in her sponsored content, she fosters a genuine connection with her audience, which not only boosts viewer engagement, but also increases the effectiveness of the sponsorship she promotes. This approach has set a standard within the industry for how creators can authentically endorse products while maintaining their audience's trust. I have tried to teach these monsters how to be authentic and genuine and railed for any human out here to come forward and speak to help. I ain't found it. So there's some truth to what AS saying. It's almost as if it's compiled what I've been asking for. I've tried to be authentically me as much as possible. I've tried to tell you monsters it's easier to just be you than somebody else. Right? I tried to have that motherfucking monster too. It's easier to stop shitting on your grass and grow your own damn grass green. You won't be bitching about the shit on your grass anymore. You know, keep being you. It's that simple. You put more energy into being bad than it takes to be good. It takes more energy to be fake motherfuckers than real ones. You know, be authentic. Maybe talk to all of us like we're humans. Come at us correct. I mean, I don't know. Maybe then you could also be trustworthy to your own audiences. I don't know. Anyway, so there's also some sponsorship fulfillment renewal rates. Brown's channel demonstrates a high fulfillment rate for sponsorship. See, this is where AI goes dumb again. Indicating that she successfully sells most of her available sponsorship inventory. I got inventory? Do I have a closet full of cat fur boots or a dumpster full of out-of-date makeup or something I don't know about? Man, if there's a closet full of Dukes around here that I've not known about for all these years, I'm gonna be pissed. Reese's Cups. Pecan Snickers. Chop chop, make it. This achievement reflects strong demand for her content. Just by content creators who use it as their content and make fortunes and sponsorships off of, dear AI. Yeah, there's a strong demand, but it ain't. It's fun. And for her content, and showcases our ability to attract multiple sponsors. Furthermore, by maintaining a renewal rate above the average, typically around 10%. What? She ensures that brands are satisfied with their partnerships. Oh, yeah, dude. A strong renewal rate typically starts around 35%, suggesting that Brown's effectiveness in delivering results keeps sponsors returning. This is amazing. Beyond her online presence, Jodie C. Brown actively engages with her local community. Yeah. She participates in various initiatives aimed at promoting equity and sustainability within nonprofit sectors. That's true enough. Um, her involvement with organizations such as Social Impact Commons. I don't know who that is, but it's in caps. It must be an organization. Highlights her commitment to advancing social causes through fiscal sponsorship and collaboration. By sharing resources and best practices with other nonprofits, she contributes to building a stronger infrastructure for community support. Man, I wish I had that type of donos to help others up and lift them out of. I wish. Educational contributions. Oh, God. Brand also plays an educational role by providing insights into effective strategies for content creation and sponsorship management through workshops or online seminars. I think AI's heard me bitching about these fucking module taking fucking YouTube con pieces of shit. Let's put it into this. Yeah, it has to be. She shares knowledge about maximizing ad revenue. The fuck? I think I bitch about that shit too. Opportunities and understanding audience demographics. See, this thing's heard me bitching. This is what happens when you put my bitch box into this dumb box. And this is the shit it comes out with. This is what true AI does. It's heard me bitching. I'm almost so proud of myself. AI's like, I'm over here like, oh, you almost got it. You almost got it, AI. Almost. You're this close. Alright. Particularly focusing on the US market, you bet. Although I don't like that Canadian informants who take advantage of US laws. They can't do it in their own countries, so they latch onto US based cases. Is this what you've done? This is how you AI this up there. Bless my soul. Brown also played. Hold on. This educational outreach empowers other creators to enhance their own channel's performance. No, bitch, I'm the content they use to enhance their performance and make the donuts. Conclusion. In summary, Jody Sue Brown has made a profound impact on both her community and the broader industry by combining effective content strategies with active community engagement, thereby setting an example for others in the field. If you're inspired by leaders like Jody Sue Brown who uplift their communities, you'll love exploring the mission of Be Rooted. I don't know who that is. This brand is devoted to celebrating women of color through beautifully crafted stationery that resonates. Oh, AI's picked up on my love of stationery and pens somewhere along the way. I'm a Facebook beds and content maybe. Because I don't mention it over here too often. But I mentioned little similar love of stationery and pens. Maybe it's that. Anyway. So apparently Be Rooted is a brand and it's devoted to celebrating women of color. I can get behind that. Through beautifully crafted stationery that resonates with diverse experiences, from inspiring journals to stylish planners, Be Rooted's products are designed to empower individuals as they navigate their unique stories. Discover how you can be part of this incredible community and elevate your journey. Shop online or check out their offerings at Target. Learn more here. I'm not joking. I don't know what Be Rooted is, but I'm going to check them out. Sounds like something to get behind. I still don't know who Social Impact Common is. And look, further on, there's something about me being, and I don't know why I put this together, probably because all the Dallas members of this Hive criminal organization and money pushers that revolve in Texas, it's a thing. Some of the tippy tap writers and others too. All from out in a certain location or two in Texas. It's one of those weird locations circle around the same thing. So anyway, um, active involvement. I feel like this is a backwards slap from all the shit they did with all my animals. But anyway, described as a passionate board member for Dallas Pets Alive. I did look up that organization. I'm not certain about it. I didn't look too in depth. Organization dedicated to rescuing animals, providing the necessary medical care support. Her active role in this organization indicates a strong commitment to animal welfare, which likely resonates positively within the community. And North Texas Giving Day, what the hell is that? I feel like AI's picked up on some of these shady fucking cats in Texas have been doing this shady fucking shit around Summer's fucking case for all these years. Is what I think. It demonstrates our dedication to raising awareness and financial support for at-risk animals. I don't know. During events like North Texas Giving Day, response to these initiatives can be seen through a willingness to donate, support the cause. The message emphasizes that every makes a significant impact. I think this thing's picked up on my pissed offness and my reason for starting a fucking YouTube because these creators and their goddamn scamathons. What I think. Transformative impact on lives. The initiatives led by Dallas Pets Alive, which include fostering adoption measures like Dogs Matter, both animals and humans. JDC's contributions help facilitate these programs and engage play. See, this struck me as so strange. I thought you better take a screenshot of some of these places it's mentioning because AI can out some funky things. It can catch on to certain things, and then if you catch on to what it's catching on to, it can give you some funky things to start following. I have noticed that in all their little book writing back here to me every day. It does some weird shit. They try to lead you in one direction. I'm like, but wait, this program you put this through as you wrote this book to me. It keeps dropping this certain thing around you or it, and it may be a helpful way to track you or what you're doing or what location it's. So there are times AI does get up some funky shit. And so there is this one. I don't know why it's gotta be all about that Dallas thing. I don't know what's going on around Dallas right now that it's so hell bit. You know what I've also noticed is I continue to get these bright speed. I'm sure y'all have heard it over the course of a couple months as my devices have been going real wonky back here. Keeps advertising bright speed, bright speed, bright speed, bright speed. Now I have no use for a new internet provider otherwise. I have not looked up one. I do not need another one. I have now. We do have bright speed that's coming to the right here. But I'm not like, there's no reason my algorithm should be that. Why it's just constantly shoved in my face. You know what I haven't took notice of though? Is Brightspeed is it's a very large service provider in a couple of these other content creator little background weaseler tamper withers areas. I feel like I might have caught a bug. For a couple months now, things have been just having shenanigans. It's wild when you pinpoint the most creators that have the most likely chance of being on bright speed internet. In their areas. Take some hunting. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's this thing. It's really big in Arkansas. A couple other places. But it started coming to area here. Not too long ago, I heard it. I seen like a truck. I was like, what the fuck is a bright speed? But yeah, if you've noticed, on almost everything like that I've played, there'll be a bright speed. Ever. I'm like, what the fuck? I neither want, desire, or have checked up, looked into new service providers. But there it is. It's just non-stop, but it's been happening. It's a weird little thing. Just saying, it could be brain dots. Tinfoil hat time, yeah, but keystrokes and logins, don't mind. Anyway, so yeah, it just won't stop terrorizing me. Yeah, it's getting really big in certain portions of the South, though. Yeah, and so anyway, yeah, I think we've done all things. We've answered most of the questions today. Jurassic Park is amazing. There's a new rare show. Like, I don't care how old you are. If you love the rares and you watch it, I'm gonna. Um, and like I said, y'all do you. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do us next. Right? And that's what AI has to say about me. And then when I changed up from just my name and I included, said what something Jody Sue and Summer Wells, and then that's what it had to say about me. So that's why you see the summary change. That's what AI said. Wow, they didn't bring up suspect, unfound, nothing. No. It brought up some seed sowing, narrative driving content of having a well organized criminal empire group of motherfucking tempers in open active cases, though. They bring up some of their seeding against, and their weaponizing of content to further torment, harass, harm, libel, slander. Sure did. But it didn't bring up suspect. I didn't. Well, it did have a lot, but that was my own video. I used Lawson's face and something. Yeah. So anyway, here's what AI does. Where right? Yeah. Aha. Internet for seniors. Yikes. Look out, seniors, especially those in Arkansas. Maybe when you say that. Then again, I mean, an abundance of watchers usually they're 55 and over too, and you'd be amazed how many of these creators are as well, though they do all the filters and make you think they whatever's. But, you know, uh, anyway, so it doesn't really say much, but I keep just being bombarded by Brightspeed, and I neither want nor need nor inquired about new internet, and nothing like that, and it just will not stop. It only started as certain shit started behaving weird as Ziggy and no, a couple others started getting close as things over here started going a little wonky. There's all one man. And the seeding of the field and this narrative and paving has been going on, I don't know, since about October last year. It's been weird. It just won't stop. You'd think it'd change by now. Other ones have. I don't know. Same like Jurassic Park, am I right? The fuck? Bro, time changed. You're too early. Y'all hear this fucking owl out here? Which there are some that do shit during the day, but y'all hear this motherfucking owl out here? And I know for a fact what kind this is. And I know which one it is. He hangs out here, yeah, since we rescued him. He comes, some bitch has been every day. He's doing the same shit to me. I'm like, my goddamn man. He's even earlier than those typical past few. Some bitch is out here hootie-hooing from the main tree. Whatever. I love the wild things. Didn't you get the memo? Anyway, gotta love him. He's like, bitch, no, it's still 7 p.m. It was dark at 5:30 this time last week. What the fuck, man? Anyway, Ernie's also confused. He's over here for his evening nap. He's like, it was fucking dark this time last week, bitch. But anyway, yeah, watch these streets full of these riders. They're no good. And I don't mean like watch them, like go click and give them a view or whatever it is they want you to do. Bells, subscribe, whatever. Drink it, eat it, lick it, whatever it is, okay? I recommend you not reach the worm at the bottom of their bottles. You feel? Do you feel me? Alright. So, and we've already been through the Alice in Wonderland escape room here. Ain't nobody got time for no more of that shit. Alright. Or Wizard of Oz, we ain't doing that shit again. No crows. And so anyway. And oh my god. I found another motherfucker linked with Ryan around here. Straight out the Sci-Fi History Channel shit too. I swear to God, I'm gonna lose it. What are they doing back there at those channels? Go in there and speak about aliens one time when you have a network of super freaks. Just the jackasses and the fucking cubicles who are like, I'm gonna go online and play Catch Me If You Can. Multi-million-dollar empires for the already. They want to be They want to be the next Elon douchebags. They all require smaller, little needful things, though, that cannot be fulfilled. Anyway, so y'all watch the Dinosaur Riders, okay, over on Netflix channel too. I'm gonna. Maybe this is what they mean by sponsorships. These bitches gonna start paying me. You hear me? No. Anyway, but y'all go watch the film too, whatever. I'm gonna at some point. I'm glad all the bullshit today led to something good. A little thing. One good thing. In educating the community on how they're using AI, making you think it's AI to drive narratives, content. It's problematic. It's troublesome. It's suspect. That's what the fuck's problematic. Troublesome and suspect. Why are they doing that shit to y'all for? Why are they doing it in and around Summer's case for? That's the real question. One y'all should be concentrating on heavily throughout all these years. Why are they doing it? Who's doing it and who's behind it? That's the real goddamn question. And therein lie the real crimes and maybe even the real people responsible for Summer vanishing. No shit. So anyway, I'm gonna have to, guys. It's been forever. We have not yet gotten a response from Fred Hans Christian, not Christian Hill, on why he found it cute or funny, or if it was a hint, wink, nod at, or if he's really like one weird some bitches either try going along with their script for money here, that was scripted for sure within days of Summer vanishing and written by somebody in around Summer's case. And with those closest to all of this, and that's fucked up. And these content creators have driven it home throughout the years. I don't know if Fred's point with that. I don't know if some bitch at this point really is sus or something. What it is, I don't know. That's for us to determine. But it seems like some shit some sus-ass motherfucker would do. You first photo up and you make sure to wear a tiny pink female shirt. Around the same road that another neighbor vanished. Now, I don't know if you care about the child while you do something like that, how it'd be funny or cute to do. Or it'd even be going along with scripts or tragedy pamps or while you do any such thing that are very detrimental to everything and everyone. While you proclaim it helps Summer. I know why they do any of the things all have done. But to me, even if I take everything else away, how do you stand there with a straight face and make sure to wear it? Because I know he did. I know in here that motherfucker did. He made sure to go out wearing a tiny pink female shirt. That was excused away nobody else has ever really paid attention to. Ziggy threw out the narrative at one point that, oh well, all his were dirty, he had to wear that. No. He was either paid to do it or he just did it on his own. Either way, it's gross as fuck. And even his siblings have told you he had access to wash your dry out, so why? And any guy like him, he's just gonna pick up yesterday's shirt from a few hours before. He did that shit on purpose. And why? Is it like the revisiting of a tee at? I mean, you start combining it with all the shit like Fred saying he's been taking on ride-alongs to law enforcement locations, which all of us know law enforcement was already well aware of these locations. Seems sus. Fred's phone get taken, polygraphs being all this shit, man. I don't like it, but that doesn't mean that it ain't them just having to eliminate that crazy fucker, tamper with everything bastard in their own ways. But why did he do that? Why the pink shirt? Why the female tiny pink shirt? In the first photo op. Why? I don't expect we'll get an answer from Fred. He only visits when the pretend wife hasn't even dropped coming. But I'll tell you what, Fred was indeed on Ben Hill Road wearing a tiny female pink shirt. And there's videographic proof of it. Oh, by the way, I'm sure the creator whose thumbnail I borrowed, ma'am, I hope you don't mind. If you do, message me. You know how to get a hold of me. You know you do. And if you want me to replace it, or take it down, or give you credit for it, I'll be more than happy to do so. Wildly enough, they vanished that picture mostly offline. I'm not sure why. It was everywhere during the Ziggy and Fred era. Don't know why they did it, but it's about vanished now. Probably because he's wearing a tiny pink female shirt and someone might finally catch on to the, no, that's a little concerning question of that. Instead of just throwing off and nobody ever pausing to think about it real hard. Like they've not for years now. So anyway, it was one of the only quick places I could find what I was looking for was yours. So thank you for still having it up and not banishing it in hell like everybody else around here. It's not quite the exact one, but it's close enough. Um. So anyway, and I'll replace it, whatever necessary, if you'd like. I just needed it for long enough to show what I was saying. There's actual evidence of Fred wearing the pink shirt and being on Ben Hill. Yeah. We still yet to see Fred's marriage. Anyway, so Fred was indeed wearing a tiny female pink shirt for no good reason other than we don't know yet on Ben Hill Road. Now, maybe we'll figure it out one day, won't we? Maybe something to think on. Been pondering over it for a few days. Yeah. Even I've made jokes about them. Like, them Ben Hill boys, they do like wearing their old ladies' clothing. Monster did love mine. My underwear, my socks, my fucking pants, my fucking pajamas, my shirts, my hoodies. Motherfucker took off my whole wardrobe, and then even I left all my, and still left it to have my shit so it looked like nobody, it was fucking ridiculous. Some bitch stole fucking all my Victoria shit to give to her, all mine, the kids' DVDs, and fucking silver, every goddamn thing else. But over the years, man, he did love my clothes. And that's supposed to be the other way around, man. If you're a chick, you're supposed to be wearing your dude's clothes. Not that motherfucker. Hell no. Some bitch always thought I'd buy him his own. And he would ruin me. He didn't care about him. Everything was disposable, whatever. He'd just do whatever with them, ruin them. And then he'd fucking wear mine, ruin them too, take out, and then he stole half of them. I kept telling him my clothes had disappeared. No. It's part of what I got beat for right before summer vanished was that, plus over our son's birthday on it. So I'm still wearing bruises today, so it's fucked up. Anyway. And it turns out I see him wearing on my shit that he proclaimed that I was crazy. He's wearing on my, I'm like, motherfucker, Endeavor Corday. Last outfit I bought him just a couple days before and shit. And the socks. He was wearing it, goddamn, and did it every time. Say, man. Yeah, okay, bro. But they made him boys. They ain't made right. Ain't never been. But, yeah, anyway. So, I've even made jokes about it, right? But, I've always known there's something wrong with that. I knew he had access to washing dryers. I knew those boys are also built. They would have come out in their own shirt or whatever, which mine are more masculine, so you get what I'm saying, but he selected that shirt for a reason. Why? You know? Even his sisters, I don't know, man. Maybe one day we'll have the answers, and maybe it'll be nothing. It'll just be and a brain dot or something else, and I'm not trying to drive a negative content, but that just, as much shit as that boy's been up to. Even in the first hours after summer vanished. And the days after. With certain people. And him and Don and Candace's similar behaviors with Laura and everything. I can't help but have questions. And all them have ever done is make up bullshit on their bells. And go look here, look there, look here, and look there. And sling shit at everybody else. Dead horses, dead guys. Play games, and they ain't none of this funny. Summer's missing, and all of them should really give a damn. Instead, it's been everything but. So, whatever, man. But, and all of them using social media and studying in the same way. Right? All of them. I find it real curious. But anyway, you guys, I'm out here. Y'all do the roast. The good roast on the Netflix roast, maybe. avoid these fucking Jurassic Park streets, though. They're bad. Oh, I got a kitty visitor. Hi, guy. Who are you? Oh my gosh, guys. He's got two different colored eyes. I think he's a chimera. Hi. Hi, sweet kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, he's just going on one time step. He looked in, he was doing this. This wiggle movement with his pretty little eyes. He's got a blue one and like this weird green. He's just going down my top step. I'm gonna go try to pet it. I think that actually belongs to the corner neighbor. And it's probably looking for my, well, Ernie's half brother and my largest kitty. Can't do it. I don't think they're gonna be friends like that. Or he's like, hey, I heard you had the delectable kitty snacks. Some catnip. I seen you taking out the other one on a leash earlier. Heard this is a place to hang out. So anyway. Look at this baby. Come here, baby. Jump. Yes. He chose JP. He's had a hard day. Haven't you? You're gonna purr about it. He's had such a hard day. Look at them biscuit makers. Look at them. Look, they're perfect biscuit makers. Oh, I can kiss this. He's just barely got his little nails tipped into my skin back here on both sides of my neck, hugging me. He's like a little sloth. I love him. Here, I'll put you back. I'll give you sugar and I'll put you back. I love my cat. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Like I said, oh, I'm allergic to my cat. I'm breathing too much kitty dander. Straight up. Yeah. And there's the teen lingo of the week. Teen tried out straight up no cap on me. I was like, did you just threaten me? Like, cap, you know? My inner Tupac was like, bitch, did you just say? She's like, no, straight up no cap. What the fuck does that mean? It's straight up, so therefore you're not gonna pop a cap in some motherfucker's ass. I don't know what you're saying to me. Why are you saying it? She's like, no, Mom. I was like, don't you know, Mommy? Explain it. So, y'all couldn't have left it straight up. Y'all had to add to that. We already perfected it. Straight up was enough. Why the fuck did y'all need to go extra and add shit in that takes more time? Why'd y'all have to... Why are your people adding no cap to this? I don't understand what they're doing with language. Sorry, and little noses. She did this shit on purpose. And then that was followed up by this, like this morning. Oh dear, been through it. They're doing papers on psychology and this other and DID and all these things and like 3 hours worth of me going, I need your citations and sources, and her being furious at the names on some of the citations and sources. And she's like, but Mom, the American, where are the names? And I was like, well, listen to the names and the pronunciation. That means they come from certain countries where education, think tanks, probably, you'll have certain religious act like that propel you'll through wars, changing of locations for people, running for certain events, higher education for certain. So it went down that super highway of educational funds, which is still mad because I'm like, I'm gonna need some more sources and citations for what you're doing here, and then like the psychology papers and things. Oh my god. So after like 3 hours of that, I was like, okay, we're gonna finish this one tomorrow. We're gonna put a cap on that. We'll finish that tomorrow. Anyway, so it's been a game today of just everything. There was also some political thought, so anyway, yeah. Oh my gosh, little like there's this program we found. Well, little sort of did a year or two ago, but she's getting to where she don't, reach out. But it provides a way for people to go travel about the world in an education based environment and to see the entire world at the same time. And you have to sign on for like a 2 year thing. I'm in favor of. So, I don't know. We'll see. Because there's quite a bit more time left. We'll see where varying goes and all that. So, anyway, and it is constant travel. It is a constant traveling experience. Not, oh, you're here and like the back, how they do for Europe and all that for student studies or your base family. This is constant travel with teachers and other staff, and it is constant. It's non-stop in motion. So, new place, new this and the other for a few days. I'm very much in favor of this. So, I think it's a beautiful thing. But it's going to be the safety, worlds, happenings, politics, shit like that, obviously. And by the way, in case y'all missed it, the other day I shared a piece on this prison, right? I have known about it for a while, and I was like, well, why is this now Grimm's Date? But I watched the documentary on it, the newest one. And then within an hour or two, the news started breaking of the whole, prison shit, denial, judge's orders, all that. I encourage all of y'all to go back and watch at least the documentary I shared. Go find your own, I don't care, on this prison. Now, I've never seen a more unescapable prison in my fucking entire life, okay? I started learning about it when it was first being built and all this, in other ways, whatever. The other day, I was like, why is this suddenly about? It's probably because it knew the news was pushing it already in advance. And before I became aware of the situation with this admin and planes and ignoring judges' orders and all that. Now, even that prison will tell you there are men inside of it that they're pretty sure are innocent. It's too late now. When you enter that prison, you never come back out. Never. It is probably one of the most cruel, inhumane, well, I don't know about, look, there's things. It's definitely one of those that would drive you crazy. You can definitely look in those inmates' eyes and see the boy, there's no escape. And when you enter it, you're never coming back out. They do indeed cut off all contact forever. Forever. With your family, anybody you ever knew. You never get a phone call, a letter. Most families don't even know where you've been vanished to. You do not get visits. You do not get anything. Even speaking your eyes cracked, like, no. I encourage y'all to watch that documentary. Alright? It's pretty even and fair, balanced. It's not one way or the other for you know what I mean? And I knew the other day, and after watching it, like within a couple hours, the news popped up. And I was like, oh my god, they've sent people from here. And we have another dictator down there being like, whoopsie. Like, is that president helping a dictator be like, fuck you to U.S. judges? Seriously? Okay. But you know, with this admin, they're generally wrong. They got innocent motherfuckers locked up. We had U.S. citizens, and ex-vets and everything else locked up in Guantanamo a few weeks ago. We have deported natural U.S. citizens over the years under this admin. We've done all kinds of fucked up shit. Okay? We've had U.S. citizens and their babies in cages. Admin's not known for its accuracy, much like AI bullshit. Okay? They just do whatever. So I knew word would eventually come if anyone could get. Yeah, we knew it wouldn't be word coming out, but if one of those families happened to realize, and somehow, see, it's a good way to vanish somebody and nobody ever know that you sent off all the wrong people, and nobody ever be able to prove it. But there's proof. Today I waited on it. Waited a couple days to open my mouth about it. Yep, we weren't wrong. There are at least 2 down there. No criminal records, no gang affiliations. We're going through the right processes. We're this, that, and the other. And now, if you watch the documentary and you think about those men being in that facility for the rest of their lives, does it seem right to you? No gang affiliation, no criminal history, no record. And I don't even know if that dictator down there would let him back out to even be brought back here. ICE is even confused. Fucking lawyers they already had for the hearings confused. The judges don't know how to bring them back. How do you get even those 2 innocent out there now? How? And we still don't know if there have been even more sent even after the excuse of, oh, it was already over open waters was given. Either way, now I'm not against prisons like this. After seeing that now, you would think that. Right? I'm certain we all need a prison like that. But not just for anybody or everybody. Not for drug dealers, not for this, not for that. No. I want one of those motherfuckers here for those registered on lists. And maybe women and child beaters. And the unfixable ass type of monsters in our society. Murders are the worst variety. Not your average, I accidentally killed a guy at the bar because we were in a fight. Not manslaughter motherfuckers, not... I'm talking about those like the Bundys and the whatevers and the fucking rapist murder and the sick fucking twisted serial killer sons of bitches. You know what I mean? Out for gratification of one kind or other at women or children's expense. You feel me? Alright? I feel like we need one of those here. And while they wait for their 25-year auto appeals, they get to sit in something like that. Cut off from everything. And everyone. So it's not that I'm not a proponent of punishment like that. And I am well aware of how cruel certain lockup types are, what they say is detrimental about being even in solitary confinement. And here in the U.S., it's not legal to keep people past a certain point in solitary for certain. You should see this bad boy's solitary confinement. Oh, motherfucker. You'd be writing on the walls and your own shit in 3 hours. Anyway, the point is, but see, the U.S., we just can't do right with shit. We couldn't just keep a prison facility like that. For absolute, and people put in something like that, I want to make damn sure they're absolutely 1,001% guilty of whatever they have been tried for, convicted of. Because even that doesn't mean you don't get some innocent motherfuckers, alright? Even the prison down there says, yeah, they're pretty sure not everybody's guilty. But, oh well. Right? And not the ones we flew, but their own damn people there. They're not all guilty of being gang members or killing anybody that they hold in there. But, no, well, they're just in with the mix, too late now, right? Not like they did the ones we sent them, that we already know are innocent. And, are finding out. Imagine how many more there are. So anyway, so that's why you need to make sure that there is absolute 1,001%. I mean, no doubt ever that someone's guilty before you put them. And then I'm all for fuck you. I don't give a shit if you're writing on the fuck them all with your own shit by the time it's over. There is no better place for pedos and others like them than someplace exactly like that. Fed the same meal every day. Every fucking day. Dark holes. No speaking, no nothing. I'd love to see that here for certain people, but we wouldn't use it right now. We can't act right with nothing. But I don't want to see innocent people in places like that. I don't want to see innocent people in prisons, period. Or not equal sentences either. I mean, I'm all about the justice, but right justice, right this, right that, all the things. But, I would be down for some shit like that where certain motherfuckers on certain lists convicted and with absolute 1,100% certainty they are beyond a shadow of a doubt guilty of certain types of crimes. I'd be down for that shit. They deserve to be tormented by their own mind, memories, and have nothing. No books, no papers, no radios, no TVs. Fuck yeah! Sit with yourself. Think about it real good. And for the rest of your goddamn days on this earth. Sounds like some justice. Hey, there's hells on earth. That's one of them for sure. That's why y'all should be concerned that there are innocent people sitting in it. Ones we flew there that are not guilty of anything that were flown there. That's a problem for me. Alright. I hope that made sense to all of y'all. Anyway, I am gonna get off here. I gotta do catfish. And I really, really do want risotto. I don't know, it's been catfish and risotto 2 or 3 times in the past 2 weeks, but I'm feeling it again. And so, at least I feel hungry today. So, there's that. Alright, dinosaurs are good. YouTube bullshit, Chromaville's bad. Yeah, but it don't do what the fuck they made it do. They were tampering with AI in devilish, satanic ways. They eating the babies with the ketchup. But they worked. That was clearly tampering with and making y'all think and trying to take advantage of y'all. Alright, that's fucked up what Ziggy, Killer, all them, and whoever did the writing typing for Killer put in, because that's not his own language. It was input into that for AI to read off. Y'all gonna stop fucking around yet? Are you? Sick of it. Damn reams of data, motherfuckers. Y'all gonna cost me a fortune one day in court. I swear to God, the amount I have to pay for all your shit to connect, what I already have back here is proof of that. It's, well, you may not. Cause some of these lawyers, like I said, they willing to hire all the good guys that can, connect your reams of datas and pull them forward with orders and warrants and shit. And take out for last everything and do all the things on their own. So anyway, head on anyway, y'all. I'm out of here. I might stop being distracted by goofy shit like this and come back with some shit I actually want to get to. And I'm pretty sure that Mercy and Grace are out, by the way, for at least one of you today. Skipping it. And I think the answer. Magic 8 Ball. Style has been given today. So, that'll connect the last video I did. I'll be back at some point to do that instead of being distracted by goofy shit. Oh, see? Now I get distracted by the good stuff that I love very much. Oh. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. Enjoy the spectacular cosmos, sun, rain, storms, hurricanes, whatever it is. And, you know, dance in your kitchens before daylight to 80 Grant, Electric Avenue, something good. Does wonders for the soul. Alright, y'all. And remember, Monster was not on the road on June 15th, 21. But Fred Hill was indeed on the road for some wild reason wearing a tiny female pink shirt as photographs proof. We have questions. I have questions. What tee is that exactly? Alright, and you know, I said it a couple times there, we've touched on it. Maybe repetition. I'm not sure. Anyway, y'all enjoy. Have fun. Have music. You know, make your favorite meal. Dance with your favorite people. Squish your favorite fuzzy beans. Y'all have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever y'all are. And as always, please do continue to share the DV/Universal Hand Signal for Help. I sure hope speaking on domestic violence and saving people from crimes is not very problematic for AI. Otherwise, AI and I are going to fight about it. Seems to be it has a personal issue. Who hurt you, AI? Of the killer? Anyway, but seriously though, please do share the DV/Universal Hand Signal for Help. It can and does save lives of many varieties over many emergency situations, crimes, etc. Okay, public, home, doesn't matter. It saves lives. Okay, and as always, please continue to share out Summer's picture, information, and color bar name. And y'all know what I mean by info. And it ain't no YouTube. It ain't social media platforms. It ain't no bullhorn jail or babyface killer over here. Or pink shirt tee. Or Tijuana Amiss. Or no TM fairy godmother of the St. Jude's variety. Or any of that bullshit. It means law enforcement, local surrounding agencies, state police. TBI, FBI. All right, remember Summer's Q&A is up to the feds and on their websites. It, even alone, if you go read it, do a great deal of service to you as watchers, viewers around her case, and otherwise. And keep these creators from misleading and guiding you in Kool-Aid drinking and all that. But sources information will also be the real journalists, real reporters, those like Ainsley Daniel, which and Bobo, Jeff Bobo. It'll be WJHL, WCYB, Hawkins News, which is now Jeff Bobo, Greasy Creek, etc. Kingsport Times Online, Kingsport Times Newspaper, Johnson City Press, Roswell Review, Bristol Herald, all those things, right? And the real journalists and those who really care about the pursuit of truth, justice, and information not dying in the darkness, who hold real hearts and minds and are part of Summer's community and are in search of all the right things for all the right reasons for Summer herself. Please share the information by link above Summer's flyer information in her picture. Rotate that out every now and then so maybe the right thing at the right time can hit the right eyes, the right ears. And if there are keys still needed in Summer's case, or information, or the witness in the red truck is still out there somewhere, or any other witness, or anyone who's not terrified or bullied or harassed or tormented and not coming forward yet that will. Maybe they'll come forward. And wildly enough, sharing information like that in that way can also help out or identify the person and persons responsible by those around them who are like, oh, wait a minute. This person acts funny every time I mention, or I've noticed them looking at this or studying that, or they become a little sketch where it can lead to the capture of the person and persons responsible. Maybe even it gets them to do the right thing eventually and turn themselves in. I don't know. Know that whoever is responsible, they can't outrun and can't outlast. Not Summer's Light nor law enforcement. Their day will come. I know that. I know that in my heart, in my head. So, know it from here to my pinky toe. I have faith in the feds, in the real hearts, and the real community around Summer. But yeah, have a good day. Good night. Good morning, wherever y'all are. And, like I said, repetition, right? Fred was indeed at some point, as evidence. Wearing a pink shirt on Ben. Female, tiny, pink shirt. I want to know what. Good day, y'all. Peace.